Okay then. I think we're operational and online. Hello everybody, it is me, Tori, the Demon Prince. Never late. No, didn't totally forget that I had a stream today. I thought it was at 9 or at 8, but apparently it was at 7. So that's not good. Haha. How's everybody doing? I hope it's I hope you all didn't have to wait in the cold for too long, you know me. But oh no, where's Tori? We need our Tori. Tori need to be here, but it is what it is. We are very late today, but that's fine. Sometimes you just have to be late and there's nothing you can do about it. And it is what it is, you know. Hi everybody in the YouTube chat. I saw you all, well, during food. Basically when I messaged like, hey, I'm still eating, that's the first time I saw that you were all being very lively in the pre-chat, which is good. Yeah, that's good. I appreciate it. Thanks everybody for dropping by. As well, hi in the Twitch chat. I see someone there posting too. Yes. I get special Twitch attention. Yes, you kind of do, I guess. But yeah, welcome Arthur, Chris, General Stalkus. You look beautiful today. Aww. Katachan, you just got back from Katachan. Damn, the jungle environment is definitely harsh in this time of year. Are you guys noticing anything? Notice anything? Am I hype fighter? Do you not hear that my voice sounds about like a percentage clearer than normal? Like I don't you hear it a little bit in the voice? Like it's a little different. It's a little different. Like what I posted in the Discord. Like there's a special thing that happened today, and that is that my new fucking microphone impulse buy came in, you know, because impulse control over money spending is good, and having the thing where it's like, I should deep dive into a lot of different microphone equipment and learn all the differences between them, and therefore then the result what I would want to upgrade to is a good thing. That can never come to bite me in the ass in any way whatsoever. How's that slaanesh model going? We kind of finished that one last stream, I think. I also, if YouTube approved it already, normally they did, if you become a member of the YouTube channel, you can use emotes, and the slaanesh model is one of the emotes that's available. Also, how to put it, it's also an emote you can use in the Discord, so don't worry, you don't have to pay to use the slaanesh thing. You can also just hop into the Discord and just post the slaanesh in general, just for no reason, just to do it, you know. A change displeases Nurgle. True. Okay, so your voice is always so nice, can't complain. But now it's even better. Yes, so you know what? That's maybe because I didn't really have a plan on what we're drawing today. I was originally maybe gonna do either more thumbnails and or what more than likely is gonna happen is I'm gonna find a thing I'm gonna want to explain, and then I'm just gonna kind of explain it on the hand of like drawing it, right? Like does that sound like a good idea? Basically, the first part of this chat is gonna be nothing more than a goddamn how to put it. It's gonna be a explanation of microphone equipment and tech and what I have experienced with this little microphone in like a day's time of testing. Also, if you might not have noticed, but like the latest comic dub, the Emperor one, the little slaanesh on the cover, but like slaanesh isn't really talking it, you know, she's just slurping her little drink. In that video, I do use this microphone, so I'll say in a minute as well what the name is, but like don't worry, and I have a little bit of build up, you know. Also, I have like music that I want in the background, and one of the musics I'm using now at the moment is the MIDI's soundtrack, because I just totally forgot about it, and then I clicked on it, and I just think it's such a bop. It just has a nice flow to it, you know. It's very nice. Finer quality indeed. We are so spoiled. The VTuber model for the slaanesh stream. Oh, like that. We could also basically do that maybe later as well. Yeah, maybe run down like what from the design of slaanesh, what I would want to incorporate for my own take on it. It's actually kind of the same, just make the crown more integrated with the hairstyle and stuff like that. I think would be nice. Okay, I just need to make sure not to accidentally hide behind the microphone so that it then doesn't have me. Also, I am way further away from the microphone. I'm gonna give you guys a little treat? Not treat. I don't know. See how you want to see it, right? However, this is me about 5 inches away from the microphone, and now this is me about 3 inches away from the microphone. Like this is like I'm so close that my mouth is being covered by the pop filter, which essentially means that it's not really doing that much. But this does mean that my mouth shapes is kind of like having some issues with tracking it because it's being obscured by the microphone. So yes, this is maybe as close as I can go. Probably I can go closer, but like, you know, let's not test that too much today. Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. Indeed, indeed. Ah, yes, I totally don't have like nothing prepared in there for it. It's improv stream today. Let's go. The improv part is that at least there's somewhat of a nice vocal cord thing going on. Not vocal cord. The thing is nice. Okay, so I'm going to move to the bottom. Game. There we go. Look at that. Ah, no, yes, no, yes. That's not where I want to be. I need to be more to the. I need to be more to the left side. There we go. Okay, bring me to my side, little mouse. There we go. There we go. This is where I want to be. Haha. Oh, scuff. It's been a while since I've had a little bit of a scuff stream, but you know what? That's perfectly fine. Sometimes scuff is necessary to something or another, or whatever the fuck, you know, that kind of thing. I'm gonna be honest, it's been a long time since I've listened to this song, and you know what? It's still pretty good, not gonna lie. I'm gonna need some corn. Some flakes of the corn god of corn. Okay, so let me put OBS to one side. Let's pull up Clip Studio. Let's zoom in a bit so that the screen is covered by it. Let me pull out the tablet so I don't constantly knock against the microphone. Because, okay, one downside of the microphones, right? So, okay, so to explain a bit, can I explain a bit? Yes, I can. Okay, so basically, right? In layman's terms, I before was using this microphone called the SM7B. The SM7B is a microphone very famous for being essentially, it's the podcast mic, right? If you've seen any podcast, majority of them tend to just have a bunch of SM7Bs, and that's what they use to like draw with them, right? So wait, let me just get a little more stabilization so I can just. Okay, wait. I need to position myself correctly. It's my pen keeps hitting the thing because it's and I'm wired. Shit. Yeah, I forgot I didn't have the wireless on. No, not print screen. I don't. No. Shit. Okay. Nothing happened. So before you had me, you had my desk. I have the horns because I need. This is no, that's a shit version of me. Wait. Okay, wait. Let's quickly draw. Look, so that's me. There you go. Look, that's me. That's me, right? So me is happy. And before I was using this microphone. Wait, I have this little kind of jam breaking tone. Watch this drill stream. Courtesy. No. So before now, I was using a microphone called the SM7B. It's a microphone that's about yay big, and essentially it works kind of like this. It's this weird tube thing attached to this little pole thing that's then attached to the side, which is like the microphone hand, right? This thing has a cable that goes in here, that goes out, that goes to go XLR mini, blah 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 blah, right? So this microphone is something called a dynamic microphone, meaning that within this like weird capsule thing, essentially, there is the pop filter, which is a like mesh essentially on the top of it, right? And then on the inside here is a little diaphragm. And as a dynamic mic, essentially, whenever I talk and make noises, so whenever I shout like a fucking animal when I die in games, whenever I shout and make noises, essentially this little diaphragm thing would move. That vibration would be enhanced by the gain or whatever the fuck and converted eventually into a signal that you guys would hear. Also, this little like cup part in the back would be there to basically reverberate some of the sounds and allowing for that boomier, bassier voice thing, right? So that's the previous microphone I had. A really good one. A really good microphone is a podcast mic, but there is this one problem with it that I was noticing after a while. For one, it had this thing, to my experience, right? A lot of self noise. Now, self noise is a certain amount of like very slight hissing, essentially, within like the 2000 kilohertz range. That was just a bit annoying, and I couldn't really get rid of it outside of like dumbing down the mids of my voice. And okay, another two, I'm gonna have to explain this, and which it ties. But believe me, the self noise ties into the second thing, which is that the frequency that the microphone was able to pick up was very muddy, meaning that if you had looked on like a thing, I think it's something like this, and then there's like a lot of fall off, right? What this means is that like in the basses, it picked up perfectly fine. In the mids, it picked up okay. And in the highs, it picked up a little plus minus, right? And how I would then afterwards EQ my microphone was to add more bass and also add at the top end a little bit more. And then to essentially take as much away from the mids as I could to basically reduce that self-noise element. Now, is that perfect? Yes, no. It allows my voice to sound how it sounded on the previous streams, right? What I've done now, if we're gonna make this very light, right, is I have this new microphone, which is called the which is called the WA78R2. It's the Warm Audio 87R2, which is a microphone that is based on one of Neumann's greatest microphones that they've been using. Now, these are a lot of words that I didn't either know until a few days ago, a few weeks ago, essentially, right? Because I've been doing a little bit of research after this. So, wait, let's not lose my train of thought. I want to finish this train of thought before I move on to reading more chat, by the way, because otherwise I'm going to totally lose it. So, now I have a microphone that essentially looks like this. It's like this little thing, the diaphragm on the top that also has a mesh on it, and it's housed in this like little jangly contraption with a lot of like elastics around it, and that is attached to like the arm, and then this has like a little pop filter in front of it. Now, the difference between this microphone and the last microphone, right, is that I still make the same amount of noise, but the microphone element is further away, technically speaking, and there's a pop filter in front of it so that my plosives don't pop too much air into the microphone. But within it is a large diaphragm, so a bigger like little circuit that picks up vibrations, condenser microphone, meaning that it is powered by electricity to then pick up like the vibrations I make towards it, right? Now, the reason for this microphone is that what it essentially does is this, right? Where the SM7B had this like kind of muddy top and somewhat muddy bass here and there, this microphone has a way more elegant pickup pattern that goes up like this. So when I EQ this, it allows my high elements within my voice to be more prominent? Be more prominent, let's say, for the most part. Be more prominent, be more nice, in an overall overcoupling kind of way. So the main difference, right, and the reason why I bought this microphone is twofold. The podcast type mic was perfectly fine for regular streaming and stuff like that. This microphone is partially a vanity buy because it allows my audio to be essentially at the quality of an A87, but an A87 costs like 4 times the amount, so we're not going to be doing that. We're going to instead do this microphone, which is built with different parts, but essentially emulates the same type of noise. It's the type of microphone that's been used in a lot of voice recording. Well, it's bigger brother, right? The more expensive true brother has been used for a lot of voiceover work, a lot of song work and stuff like that, because it's a very overall great microphone. This is its weird clone that was built 2 years ago, but I very much like the noise I'm getting out of it, and therefore that's what the difference in sound essentially is. Where the previous microphone had less clarity within its highs, this one, well, has that clarity and therefore should allow the bassy part of my voice to still emanate, to still resonate, and still be there. I can even pull the mic more in front of me if I want more of that bass, or if you guys are like, hey, no, not bass, I can always get closer to the microphone if you want, to emulate more of that bass. But because the high the high-end frequencies are being recorded very prettily. It essentially allows for my voice to be somewhat louder, more clean, without it being too muddy, unclear, and shit like that. In short, I bought a new microphone. I think it sounds very pretty. That's like if you really want to dumb it down to its basics, that's essentially what
Baby hotline, please hold me close.
That's essentially what this all comes down to. So, you know, if you ever wondered, like, hey, Tori, the microphone is different, why? Well, because it's literally a different microphone. But that's no, not this song. I don't feel like this song. Yeah. Let me catch up on a little bit of the chat. I'm very sorry for if you felt ignored. It was mainly because I wanted to get all of this out to explain my reasoning, you know? Because I think it sounds better. It'll be more effective and useful for comic dubs and also for more covers down the line and stuff like that. So this is a workhorse of a microphone that will also be pretty useful for ASMR because it has like different pickup patterns. For now, I have it like on a cardioid pattern, which means that on like microphones, you might see these like these little squiggly lines. Wait, let me just make a little folder that's invisible that I can just throw stuff into to not like worry about it. So within microphones, you might see this like little thing, and it's like this weird little shape on it. That's a cardioid pickup pattern. What that basically tells you, because this one has 3 of them. What essentially it does, there's a little switch on the thing, and I can basically choose if I want the microphone to either pick up only from the front, essentially, right? You have to see it like a mushroom, essentially, like a 3D mushroom around the thing. Or if I want it to pick up in both directions, or if I want to let it pick up all around, which is very useful for mainly for like instrument type work, but also it's going to be useful for maybe for more this ASMR stuff. When I put it on different patterns, then you essentially get more of the room, and maybe even my scratches on the tablet and stuff like that. Maybe it'll be able to pick that up. For now, I have it on cardioid because, you know, let's just try this one first and see where we go from there, you know. So yeah, that's my quick explanation of different shit. This is also stuff I've been basically learning now over the past week. After I noticed that, you know what, I find that like the SM7B is nice, and I find it nice, the audio quality I'm getting out of it, but why do I feel like sometimes it's a little muddy? And then it came into this whole discussion thread about dynamic microphone versus condenser microphone. Then I pulled out my old microphone again, which I then used for the previous comic dub with Nurgle, and I was like, man, something in the highs is like better in that microphone than the SM7B. So that's why I compared, contrasted, saw like, okay, what is then a good option for me? And a good option was a way too expensive microphone. I'm like, no, I'm not fucking getting that. So is there any cheaper alternative or a clone of it? And this is essentially a very good clone that does what the other one does, except at less than like 1/4 the price. It's also really fucking big. Where the for example, right? Where the just put it there. Give me another one. Give me a new layer. Where the SM7B had like this you know, this weird like double jointed cone sort of shape. This thing is like this huge ass fucking build thing with it's not just the microphone. The cable comes out underneath it. With the SM7B, it's built in a way where the cable comes off the top. Very, very useful, you know. This one, it comes off the fucking bottom, and it has this cage it hangs in because it needs to be suspended in midair, because, you know, otherwise it picks up too many tremors, which also means we should be picking up less noise from like me hitting the fucking desk and shit like that. We might still pick it up occasionally, me hitting it, but overall there's less. This thing is huge. The SM7B is a relatively lightweight microphone compared to the fucking WA87R2. So yeah, that's my gigantic talk about the fucking microphone I got. Which is why when Ophi, by the way, in the beginning when pre-lobby was like, oh, I think it's microphone scuff. It's good guess, because it could have been just me fiddling with this thing, right? But it wasn't. It was me eating dinner and forgetting and kind of losing track of time, you know, which happens. It happens sometimes. Sometimes you lose track of time and you don't know what's happening, and you forget that you haven't even opened your Monster Energy drink that you have on the side that you could be drinking, but you don't because yeah. Let me see. What did I miss in the comments? Let me scroll through it. Courtesy. I don't know when I'm gonna do the corn one. There's a new one with I keep on doing all of Tempura's comic like dubs, but like it's because they're all nice and they're cute little comics to do, you know. Might see if I can find a few more comics. There's 2 or 3 meme ones that I think would be very funny to do. So I'm probably gonna see if I can get those recorded tomorrow, so that way our entire week is full of things, and then we have everything. How to say it? We have everything fully scheduled. Oh, also a cool thing I've noticed. Right? This is the last bit on the microphone thing. So the SM7B was muddier, right? It was more bassy, but because of all that bass, you kind of lost some of the detail within the voice, right? Which translated into the voice mod voiceover thingies, right? So when I would add those effects to it, it would be added on top of the bassy and kind of muddy audio. But now,
if I, let's say, activate the Space Marine voice, you might even hear that it is more clear than before. The Nurgle voice, if I go down, I go high with it, like it sounds different, you know?
The slaanesh voice going all up here, or trying to do my voice up here and stuff like that. There's more quality being picked up for it to translate. And
oh no, turn it off. There's more stuff there, right? There's more resolution. I don't know how to say it. Essentially, this one picks up audio like this. And this one picks it up like this. It's cleaner. It's cleaner because then both get like EQ'd within the Go XLR. So you have the Go XLR, which I think I do something like this to it. I add like a V shape into this frequency, so I manipulate it that way. But whatever. That's enough fucking microphone talk. I can't escape it. I can't escape my microphone talk. Streamer man explaining my story with all his heart. I love the passion. Well, it's interesting, you know? 15 minutes of a good tangent. There we go. Monster pets, space monster pets, space monster pets. Rock and stone. Oh yeah, I have a part of that a while ago where we played a little bit of Deep Rock Galactic. Ugh. I want to play that again, actually. It was a fun game. Don't know how or with who yet, but like it's definitely a game I want to put back on the schedule one of these. Again, not in the poll, but we're playing separate ways. I think next there's already like a lobby for it and stuff like that, because that's on release. We're playing that, and then this weekend we're playing Doom Eternal on Saturday. The other days are free left for me to either improv, stream, and or work on some other stuff, you know, because essentially work is starting up next week, and when work starts up, well, I'm gonna have to cut it back to maybe 3 streams a week, you know, for the time being, until I get like a good loop going. So it's not gonna be fucking 4 or 5 anymore, probably for a little bit. But I'm gonna try and keep the comic production up, because essentially those shouldn't be impacted by me redoing school and shit like that. You know, Pebble detected. Pebble? We need to make a Pebble Sona. That's true. We could do that. Do you think they and Venom were wasted in Spider-Man Far From Home? Oh, that's a good. Axel, that's a good one. Yeah, kind of. But they were just added as a joke character. I think the reasoning was probably something like, you know, it's studio problems. It's like, Sony probably either wanted a bigger cut in the movie then, or actually wanted to set something up, but Marvel was kind of hesitant on it because, well, let's be honest. Venom 2 fucking sucks, okay? Like, it's a funny movie, but it's a really bad one. It's they wasted Carnage in that fucking movie, right? So them not wanting to be fully associated with some of the worst movies out there, comic book wise, I understand it, you know? It's only ironic that, boom, baby, that over time their movies would kind of follow a lot of the same fate, or mainly their TV shows. Like Secret Wars was very bad apparently. I saw some of the episodes on that because my brother showed me, and I was like, man, that's just sad. It's just the lighting's all off, everything looks ugly. No vision, just something made to fill up time, you know. Tasty. I'm drinking, by the way, if you were wondering, I'm drinking Mango Loco juiced Monster energy juice. Why the fuck just call it energy drink? Why call it juiced Monster energy juice? It's just a stupid name. Ah. Venom 2 doesn't suck. Venom 1's not a great movie either, but Venom 1 works better as a movie. And Venom 2 has fun bits in it. Every part where it's Eddie and Venom bantering, it's the fun movie. But the Carnage shit is just very cringe. It doesn't work, you know? That's the sad thing. Venom 2 is wasted. Also because I had a friend that told me what Carnage does in some of the comics, and it's like, man. Oh, I hope that, you know what I hope? I hope they bring Carnage in for one of the games. I know they're doing Venom and Spider-Man 2 now that are coming out pretty soon, but I hope they just kind of like last minute out of nowhere bring up like Carnage is now going to be part of it. Fuck it, you know, as like a surprise sort of villain, because otherwise just having Venom as a villain steals a bit. No, they have Kraven, right? They're doing Kraven the Hunter, I think, for which that trailer looked pretty interesting. Huh. Damn, I'm getting distracted by tangent. It's tangenting stream. I should have named the thing tangents, but oh well. Blah. The drink opening sounds so good. Yeah, that's the thing. Actually, maybe that technically that can opening sound kind of demonstrates it, where the high end of frequencies gets picked up way cleaner now. But to put it like that, essentially, you know how I keep like increasing the resolution of my streams? You know, we went from 720 to 1080 to 1440p streams now, which we're keeping it at that. Think of the sound quality being increased in the same way. No. Actually, it's better to say both microphones probably record at the same high end of resolution quality, but the fidelity, so the little pixel by pixel like cleanliness of the sound is now higher. If that makes that does make sense. Don't gaslight me. It does make sense. I just don't have like a way of explaining it yet, unless I go on a tirade about encoding on the NVIDIA card and how recently I switched over to a little bit of a different way. I think I can explain it in that manner, maybe. Actually, come to think of it. Maybe. Who knows? Smooth like butter. I like Venom in the movie theaters, looking at it objectively. Meh. Yeah, it's a... Arthur, you're actually correct there. It's like, as a movie, like, you just go watch in the movie theater, you're like with a couple buddies or whatever, and you don't really want to think about it. You just want to have something put in front of you to like look at and have some pretty colors move by or whatever. Then it's probably serviceable, but not that great, you know, as a movie. What's your favorite Dark Crystal character? Ooh, now I'm gonna have to admit something sad. I am not that into Dark Crystal. I saw it when it came out. Like, I saw like the promotional for it, and I got that it was like, oh, this like puppet, like ode to like puppet type movies from like the 80s and shit, I think. And that's cool. It's just not really my thing, and therefore I didn't really consider really looking at it. You know what I'm doing with one thing though? I am changing the Twitch category from ASMR to just chatting, because I think that is probably way more accurate as to what I'm doing. Just, you know, just to not have a bunch of people be like, oh, I want ASMR where they're whispering in my ear, and then they hear me talking in like my regular fucking voice, right? gotta watch out with that. Better audio than I had. Don't think my old T-Beach headset would be viable today, even though it had good audio. If you think that audio quality is a thing holding you back, I'm the one that's overspending on a micro stream, on being a micro streamer, right? For most people, just getting a $20 mic is probably gonna service you way better if you just use the correct plugins and like know how to mix your EQ a tiny bit, you know. Then more than likely there you won't have too much problems. guys. I am just... This is overkill, by the way. This is very much overkill for the size I'm at. I just like the way it sounds, and I like upgrading my tech in a smart way, you know? How to put it? Essentially, it's not that I go for the best of the best. I just want to be... I just like having good equipment because it lasts me longer, because if it's good equipment, I like using it as well. It's very much, again, to create, you don't need the best of the best. I just like having very good stuff because, yeah, I'm dumb-brained like that, you know? I mean, in Venom 2, they said that Venom was gonna kill my Spider-Man, nothing happened. Yeah, they had like, what was it in the trailer? They had like a Spider-Man 2 graffiti on the wall that they then took out or whatever the fuck, and it's like, wait, how does that even tie into anything? It's like, it doesn't at all. It doesn't. It never was gonna tie into everything, you know? A bit sadness marketing there, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Turtle Beach headsets are the best though. There's something very funny about very scuffed audio as well. The problem is you can't really build like a streaming thing off it, but as a gag it works very well, right? Like imagine if one day I just, you know, I'm streaming and then I just pull out the fucking Razer headset mic, like I pick it out of its box, attach it, and just be like, okay guys, we're now gonna be streaming at like not just shit quality, but like ass quality. That's like wait, let me see if I can. I think even Voice Mod has a filter for it, right? Where I can have the microphone sound like a shitty headset. Well, let me see if I can find it. This song's pretty good too, not gonna lie. Wait, I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Brace your ear. Wait. I'm gonna reduce that voice audio so it's not too loud. Let me hope that it's not too great for you guys. Like, what if my audio just one day sounds like this all of a sudden, right? I'm like, hi guys, welcome to the stream. I am your streamer, Tori, man of Tori. We are playing Clip Studio Paint today, and then in my voice, you got here that I have a Turtle Beach headset. It sounds like fucking ass. Imagine that. Like, that would be funny, right? Just an entire time of that. The silence offends slaanesh. It needs to be louder. I try to have my, again, the mics and the audio balancing is around -20 now? Huh. I guess I can actually make my mic a bit louder because actually I am on the low side. Oh shit, yeah. Oh. Huh. Go figure, I'm actually on the lower end today. That's not good. Okay guys, do you wanna be part of Tori's live changing the music whilst he's doing a thing? Even though he probably should do it afterwards. No, you don't. Well, too bad. You're now part of it. Well, okay, we're adding 2 decibels there, and then we're adding 3 decibels there, and now you're all deaf. How does this sound, by the way? Does this sound better? I bet the song is from Midis. Yeah, this song is from Midis. It's a good song, right? All of the songs we've actually recently been listening to now, I think the last 4 or 5 songs have all been like MIDI songs. MIDI just has good tracks, man. They're iconic. Oh, you can't see me wink because I have a fucking... Wait, let me take off the eye patch. They're very iconic. That's so stupid. Oh, put the eye patch back on. I like the eye patch, okay? I think it's cool. I think eye patches are cool, okay? I like them on characters. Okay, it's very Chunibyo, but like... Okay, I have no comeback for that. It's very Chuny, I get it. It's very Chuny looking. You sound like an SCP soldier. Tori Airline, no. No. Wait, was there another one? There probably is a few other ones I could... I remember, I don't know which one it was, but I know there was one of these filters that really made it sound like a shitty headset from like 2000 whatever the fuck, right? Like it might have been this one, I don't know. Like, oh look guys, I'm on the thing. I don't fucking know. Or there's actually one called Cheap Mic for some fucking reason. Let's see what that sounds like, right? So this is what that's supposed to sound like. I have no idea if that actually changes anything, but you know, oh well. Let's not worry about it. Let's not worry about it. What was I doing? I was being a shithead for the most part. Like, there wasn't really a point to this. Sweet nostalgia. I bet this is for, I don't know, Korn versus Diablo versus Satan. Well, Diablo and Satan are basically interchangeable unless you want to go with Diablo, but Diablo gets killed very easily. Corn... I think Corn's stronger, because Satan is just a fallen angel, right? Which means that he's God's bitch. Corn is so powerful that the belief that just violence existing in and of itself powers him up, right? So therefore he can never really be defeated. So therefore Corn is the best one. Also has the massivest titties and thighs, if you think about it. So that is also something very important to consider. And Satan is like frozen up to his nipples in the ice, which is very beta. That makes no fucking sense, but you know, whatever. Well, we signed a contract when subscribing to the Hive, so don't worry. We can't leave, and you'll be stuck with us. Wait, what? What do you mean I'll be leave? You? Wait, I'm stuck with, you're stuck with me. No, wait. Yeah, no, I'm stuck with you guys. You're not stuck with me, or am I stuck with you guys and you with me? Oh. From Flash Games, good music. Indeed, Arthur. Cultured. We are a cultured stream, okay? Oh, wait, what's the next phone? Oh, no more music. By the way, how's the sound? Because now I changed the settings a tiny bit. It should be louder, but was it better when it was softer, or is it fine now? Actually, I don't completely know. You guys are gonna have to let me. I will see the first to respond as whose advice I'll take on. Korn versus Nieltep, who would win? Well, Nieltep is one of the weaker Lovecraftian gods, right? So I think if you put Azathoth against Korn, then you have a really good match. Cthulhu versus Korn would be an interesting match, but I think Nieltep, isn't that one of the weaker ones? Isn't that like there's the son of a god or whatever the fuck? I don't remember. I don't remember enough. I just know Nieltep is like an anime character as well, because they made like an anime where it's like, oh, they're Cthulhu, but it's a cute anime bitch and she has titties. I didn't watch the show. Somehow, I actually kind of skipped that one. I think because it was kind of boring. Sometimes slice of life can be too boring even for me. Not all the time, mind you, but sometimes. Sounds amazing. Hey, that makes me excited. Not gonna lie. I'm you know, it's because I can't even hear it. Right? I'm excited to hear what I sound like after the stream is done. So you guys have me live, right? You have me now. You hear me now, live, right now. I'm only allowed to, well, allowed. I'm only capable of hearing myself after you guys. Or I could turn on the stream and then we can have like an infinite feedback loop of like noises going in, but that's not a good thing. Are you kidding? Nieltep is strong enough to wipe out whole multiverses? Yeah, but the Cthulhu power scaling is bullshit. It's all like, oh my god, it can take like 10 universes up its ass. Like, between the different gods. Plus, technically speaking, the whole reality-altering bullshit of the Lovecraftian gods is kind of the same thing you have with the Chaos gods, which is why they're so powerful, right? Is that their power level is so beyond comprehension that if the Chaos gods were to walk the material realm would just kind of crush beneath their feet. That's why they're part of the warp, right? Because they are the warp to an extent. They're not the warp, but like, they're that powerful that essentially they're like Korn looking upon you would fill you with such a blood rage. It's like, nah, it's not a thing, right? For the most part. Nah. Slaanesh's birth cry wiped out like how much percent? Like 90% of the Eldar? All within just the screech of the thing being born? Like Jesus Christ. Talk about a crying baby. That's how powerful. I like Slaanesh being like the youngest god as well. I think that's kind of cute. It's kind of funny. Which again leads to my theory where it's like, oh yes, the Slaanesh gets painted as like the most hedonistic of the gods, but technically, like it's more like imagine Slaanesh more as like a Fujoshi that she like sits in her apartment like making little comics and shit of all degenerate stuff, but she never really does it in real life. I think that angle is the funniest in my opinion. Something like that. Dude, Korn wins easily. Korn versus It. Yeah, Korn beats its ass really quickly. Because the power that the It monster has is you being afraid of it. Your fear is what feeds it, what gives it strength, right? If something knows no fear, well, then the It monster is kind of screwed outside of its like weak ass talons, and Korn he's many things, but not afraid. That's for sure. Right? Like I'm making sense here. I'm spitting. I'm not like making stuff up out of my. I'm not pulling stuff out of my ass. I am 100% like based and factual. For the most part, you know. Audio a bit better. Now your voice shines a bit brighter above the BGM. I'm no audio tech person. Well, if you described it good enough, Chris. That like, hey, the audio is how to say, my audio peaks above the background audio more, and therefore it doesn't gel too much together. For a karaoke stream, that would be fine-ish, but like for this type of stream where it's more of a talking thing, probably would be more clever to have a thing like this, right? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make me bigger. Ha ha ha! I'm gonna cover more of the screen. Yes, yes. Look, I've returned. I'm bigger now. Mainly so I could just draw on the side, but also have my like long talking tangent expositions be fine. You know, be part of the content. I don't know. Today is a different type of stream because it's very much I didn't plan on this. But that's good. That's good. Sometimes we need to throw a wrench in my proverbial wrench, and then that wrench does a 2-hour synthwave mix. Let's go. Copyright safe music. Let's go. Is it true? Ooh. Oh. Ah. Oh. Blech. Oh. Blech. Blah. Sorry, I just like looking at the model do that thing. I just find it funny how tongue tracking. That's not the point. I could vibe with this. This is kind of neat. Yeah. This is neat. I hope it's actual copyright free and it doesn't come to bite me in the ass. But you know, you can never be too certain in this day and age about what the fuck to do. Yeah. And Corn versus the nothingness from the never-ending story. Isn't the nothingness just like a concept more than like a thing? Isn't the whole never-ending story thing like an allegory for childhood innocence and fantasy or whatever the fuck? I have seen. Oh my god, never-ending story. So I'm gonna sound so bad. I never cared for it because the dragon is like a fluffy doggy with like cute eyes and like a fluffy fluff, you know? It's like a fluffy, it's like, oh, it's just a fluffy dragon, and he has like big nose, and he's all fluffy and shit, and I haven't seen that movie in ages, so my drawing is like shit, by the way, right? Or whatever, right? And then he has maybe a horn, I don't know. And I thought that looked lame, and therefore I wasn't that interested in the movie, but my mom forced me to watch it anyway on a trip ages ago we made to Spain when we were driving in the car, and in the back seat we had like these they were like little disc things, had like a mini TV on them, right? And so I was watching the movie between just falling asleep constantly. I'm very sorry. I couldn't get it's a movie that was too old for when I was seeing it. The magic was already kind of lost on me. I was very much more of a Pirates kid, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean, that kind of stuff. The fucking first Mummy movie. I want to talk about great fun movies. Not great as in they're cinematic masterpieces. No. As in fun fucking movies. The first fucking Mummy one, you know, with Brendan Fraser. But not when the mummy has like actual has his like face back, but like in the beginning when it's like he's like disfigured and shit. That intro sequence when they put him in the sarcophagus and shit, whilst he's screaming with all the scarabs coming out of him, like that stuff is in my opinion like the coolest part of the movie. It's and more the horror of like this fucking disfigured creature just kind of moving around, looking for human parts to replace its own with. Like that shit was that's spooky, you know. It's like not just as he kills you, no, he takes your eyes, like that's fucking horrifying, you know. In the second movie they kind of skipped over all that, made it like very quick, but that was bullshit. Whatever. My movies were good. First one's the best one in my opinion. Tomb of the Dragon Emperor is boring because who cares? China wall people. Like it's a cool idea, but yeah. And there's this one guy that comes back with one arm and it's lame and it looks dumb and it's like, no, where's Imhotep? Oh. Power of War. He's afraid of one thing, and that's Slaanesh. Well, I guess you're not wrong there. The Tyranids versus Garthim? I don't know what a Garthim is. Tyranids because of war. Tyranids because they would just eat everything. Lol. didn't he have like a hole in his head or whatever, out of which the scarabs would crawl? You know what was the spookiest thing about the mummy? It wasn't necessarily the mummy or even the eyeball thing. It was the fucking scarabs. It was just the idea of being put in a chest with a bunch of flesh-eating beetles that would like run all over you and in all your pores and in your nose hole and up your butt, and they would like eat all of you. And that's like that was a superpower. Then they could like summon these like evil bugs that just crawled around, and they were like evil. They were essentially the scarab swarms from Necrons, right? Like Necron scarab swarms. He had that, but they were like real scarab swarms. And like one of the most brutal kills in that movie is one where it's like a guy with a torch in a room, and then he he grabs a torch to have a little bit of light, and then around him you just see the torch slowly fading out its light as all these scarabs come closer and closer and closer until finally he gets. I think it's the bastard of the movie as well. You know, the bastard, like the role filled by the character that kind of embodies like he's the worst kind of character, but you know, he gets his comeuppance at the end, that kind of thing. Ooh, have audio for a couple minutes. Sounds so good. Welcome, Ophi. Yes, I am. It is definitely a tangent stream. Not that much drawing, more just tangenting about whatever that I feel like, you know. And today we're doing Mummy. Those Universal movies in the beginning 2000s were pretty good. The best one to this day, by the way, Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman. That fucking movie is so underrated. Like, holy shit, do people. If you ever get the chance, watch it. It's a 2004 movie, so some of the CGI is a bit dated, but the story is so fun because it's such a like it's essentially the best live action Castlevania movie that's never been made. Take it like that. It's an ode to like the legendary Universal monsters and like bring them all kind of together under this like one movie and shit. Lovely movie. Ages ago. It came out ages ago though, so like it has outdated bits in it. The romance part's very boring and a little bit melodramatic, but like the action part is very fun, and the pacing of the movie is quick enough as well that it's like everything goes by at a brisk pace. It doesn't like take forever to get to the fucking point, you know. Those were not scarabs, those were beetles, sand beetles. Oh, well, potato. They looked like scarabs from Necrons. They did what scarabs from Necrons do. I called them scarabs, but yeah, they're beetles. Technically beetles. Fine. Okay, technically you're correct. Okay, fine. I don't know why I'm being petty about that, by the way. No, you are correct. You are correct. Nice catch there, I suppose. For anyone who doesn't know, the Garium have no biomass, no souls, and a ability of one tiny crystal. When they die, they just shatter. So that's like a dark crystal thingy, or? Huh. Again, I don't know the property. It's a. I almost got on a ride themed to Van Helsing. I was so scared I cried. Wait, what? Wait, but Van Helsing, the movie with Hugh Jackman, or like Van Helsing, just the guy in general, legend, like monster vampire hunter? Because that's the thing, right? Like his movie was fun because it was like vampires in it, werewolves in it, Frankenstein's in it. It's like a crossover fully, and fucking great movie. And then years afterwards, they tried to do the whole MonsterVerse thing again, and they made Dracula Untold, and it's like, what the no. Dracula was so much more fun when he talked like kind of like the stereotypical blah kind of voice, but it was like refined within Van Helsing. It wasn't just the stereotypical voice. It starts as a stereotypical voice, but it's like an evolution on top of it, and you could hear the guy who's doing it, the actor, is having a lot of fucking fun with it, you know, which is the funniest part of that movie. Part of it, you know. I remember I just only cried. No, but indeed. Indeed, no. Van Helsing, definitely go watch it. 2004. Try and see if you can find yourself a good rip from it. I know a Blu-ray did come out of it. If you're gonna spend like $10, $20 or whatever, go online and get yourself a Blu-ray of the movie. That's how good it is, you know. Because a lot of torrents are gonna be shit quality. That's kind of the problem, right? Unless you find a good, decent torrent, which, you know, do yourself a favor. Watch it in at least 1080p, you know. Although the higher, although I don't know if 4K would be a good idea, because in the higher resolution you put it, the more dated some of the CG looks, you know, because you get to see more stuff in detail, and you notice the differences more. So, it's a bit of a trade-off. Music's fucking great in that movie too. I would pull it up, but it's gonna get this fucking VOD demonetized. I hope this one doesn't get demonetized, what I'm listening to now, but you know, it is what it is. We accept the thing that happens. Do you think Thanos did nothing wrong? No, Thanos is a fucking idiot. That's again, within the movie, Thanos thinks he's correct and whatever, right? But if you think about it, if you have magical space stones that allow you to do everything with them, right? The reality altering. The whole like, oh, I'm gonna delete half the universe because then, oh, if I just delete half the universe, the other half will have enough to thrive. It's like, or you could just make more. You could just make more resources. You have the stones have infinite power, right? You could just make more resources, but you don't. So, you know, oh, but that would break the movie. Yeah, well, yeah, but that's the point. Like, Thanos is not creative enough to think about that. You know? Does PG mean anything anymore? Parental guidance. Well, that's the thing. PG, I used to watch 18 plus movies when I was like 7 and stuff like that. And the reason being was very simple. My dad didn't like movies made for babies. Because, let's be honest, they're kind of shit. And I didn't care that much for movies made for babies because, well, I could find cooler shit in other movies. So you know, stuff like The Mummy I used to watch when I was like fucking 6 or whatever, which was, you could argue it was too scary for my age, but it turned out perfectly fine. I say, as I am a VTuber online, drawing dumb shit, talking to myself. Don't answer that too much. No, those movies did very much shape me as my art, my creative being, my fantasy, the inside of my head when it comes to like thinking about like monster shit and stuff like that, you know. I understand the whole like yes, I understand the system though of rating to make it easier for parents to, you know, somewhat understand like, okay, is this a movie I can watch with my kids, or is this a movie I should first watch myself to see if I find that it's appropriate enough for my kid to watch. But I never was really subjected to that kind of essentially censorship or whatever, right? My parents were just like, if you watch it and you cry, that's on you, buddy, you know. Don't tell YouTube what we're drawing, okay? Don't tell YouTube what we're drawing. We're anatomy drawing, so don't worry about it. Do you ever think the Marvel and DC crossover movie? I don't know. Problem is that they both need to have a roster of characters stable enough to then feature in that movie. And also the part is like, in a video game it makes sense, Marvel versus DC, you know? Like, it's fun, you get to play different characters and whatever the fuck, you get to be kind of creative with the story. But in a movie setting, it's like, can you make an interesting movie around that concept though? The answer for me is, I don't know, right? And to add on top of that, is that a movie you really want to see, or is it more the novelty you crave? For me, I think it's like, let them first just create some decent movies first, especially DC with their whole Zack Snyder tangent that they kind of went on for the 2010s, which is like, oh, let's have everything based off of this guy for some fucking reason. Their movies are not that great though. They're not. Batman v Superman sucks. Dick Donkey. That Superman of Steel movie was and what's the last one I saw? I think the Justice League. I saw both versions, and the first version was ass, and the second version was, well, less ass than the first version, but it's still not a great movie by any stretch of the imagination. And then you have Wonder Woman, which, yeah, I didn't like that movie either. I don't like anything. That's my fucking problem. Cinema, I'm way too hypercritical, so I just get like annoyed by things, and I'm like, it's tits, you know. It's like I'm one of the only people that back when Winter Soldier came out, that didn't like Winter Soldier, because I was like, this is kind of boring, and the movie's kind of gray looking, and there's no real colors in it, and the plot's kind of familiar, but I can't put my finger on it until someone explained that, hey, it's just Metal Gear 2, and I was like, oh, that's why it doesn't resonate with me, because I have seen a better version of this movie, and it's called Metal Gear Solid 2. Sons of the Patriots. No, Sons of the Patriots? Sons of Liberty. Sons of Liberty. Gotta get it right, you know. Question, have you ever watched The Labyrinth? Don't think I did. Need to get going to work, see ya. No problems, General Stalkers. Take care. Well, it's easy to be hypercritical when they won't put out anything good anymore. Mattress Venom is welcome. Yeah, kinda though, right? That's the thing I've had with movies lately. No, actually, there's been good movies. I just don't go to the theater enough, and therefore, I don't see that many movies. So when I do see a movie, I do want to see something that's worth it. I could just also, you know, support independent films and go watch more of those, but they're good, but it requires homework. I want the perfect balance between fun cinema and I can turn my brain off with it, right? Pacific Rim, Mad Max. Mad Max has deeper layers, but let's not delve into that. Even on the surface level, Mad Max is just very fun to consume, right? Like Blade Runner 2049. The Barbie movie was really fucking excellent. Trying to think what are like movies in the last few years that I can think of were like, yeah, those were great experiences to see in the movie theater. I don't know. Wait, let me pull out my keys. Sorry, my tracking's gonna be off, a little stretchy as well. I still have pants on. You know how weird it is? I'm doing a stream and I actually have pants on. It's a different feeling. It's streaming in your underwear or streaming in like underwear with pants on. It's totally a different vibe. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if it makes me more active or not. It's a little less comfortable, but then again, at the same time, it does keep me a little bit more focused, maybe? Very curious, very curious. Watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3. There you go. That was another great movie. That was another great movie as well. Yeah. My movie god, last one I saw in theaters was Guardians 1. Before that, I can't remember. Guardians 1, and if you've seen Guardians 1 and you liked it, Guardians 2 is definitely a good trilogy to just watch, you know? I want to watch a new Ghibli movie once it comes out. In my opinion, Ghibli movies are kind of overrated. They're good. They're not bad movies. They're excellently animated, right? From an animation standpoint, the movement and stuff like that, fucking perfect. But like storyline wise, they're hit or miss. You either just like what's going on or you really don't, you know? But one of my favorite ones still stays, what the fuck is the bitch's name? Nazca and the Valley of the Wind, and the other one, the wolf one, the wolf princess. Princess Mononoke, I think? I like Princess Mononoke. That one I thought was pretty cool too. Like the feudal Japan kind of look, the whole, industrialization, but within a like older time stamp and like the nature fighting back against that. That movie was just good. I watched the other one, Spirited Away. I didn't like that one as much. Spirited Away, it was just like stuff just kind of happens in that movie, and it's, you know, if you like just on an animation standpoint, the movement of shit and stuff like that, it's perfect, and I can't say anything against it. But from a story, I liked a little bit more of the plot going on, something like a Princess Mononoke or a Nazca and the Valley of the Wind, you know. And Nazca has the little tidbit of Hideaki Anno doing like a great piece of animation in it. Yes, you know, I'm biased. Eat my ass. I can't do nothing about it, you know. Definitely overrated. I just watched them because they're comfy movies. See, stuff like that, it's perfectly fine. If they're the love for my boy Porco Rosso. Yeah, I've heard good things about that one. I haven't watched it though, because Big Piggy. And I have other things I tend to gravitate towards, you know, Gurren Lagann, Bocce the Rock. Monogatari series. Monogatari series is fucking good. Oh, so, okay, this is gonna be a mini tangent that's then gonna lead to a point I'm gonna be making, right? So, Fauna. Fauna's 3D. Fauna, if you don't know, Ceres Fauna is this Hololive VTuber. Hololive is this big company with a bunch of idol VTubers who are a bunch of women. They're all part of the same corporation. It's very neat, very cool, right? So one of them, who's a very comfy, like green Kirin-styled character, had like a 3D debut thingy. And then within that 3D debut thingy, yes, that's how far this tangent goes, they did a performance of the Owari Monogatari opening. It's the one where Nezuko, no, not Nezuko. I don't know if it's Nezuko at that point anymore. It's the Snake Lady. Snake Lady, if you've ever heard Retai Circulation, it's basically, if you've been in anime spheres, it's a very influential song, right? It's the one that goes ba-da-da, da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-ba, that one, right? That one? Okay, so that was part of, I think, season 1 or second season of the Monogatari series. That intro gets a reprise later on. That's way darker. That talks more about the inner characterization of this character. Red Tie Circulation gives you this like surface level understanding of what the character's inner thoughts are, and then the one you get to hear later on is like a dark reflection of what she has become by that point, right? So my point is, Sarah's Fauna does a cover of that song during that live stream, and I just remember like, oh shit, yeah, that fucking anime. I forgot about that one. Shaft anime, really good. Really recommend it. The problem is it's long and it's kind of complicated to follow along and where to start. Like Bakemonogatari is the first one you would have to start with, but that one, how to put it, Bakemonogatari just kind of starts and you just kind of have to follow along, and there's some stuff that might be a little bit more iffy nowadays, you know, socially speaking, but you just kind of gotta be along for the ride. Just be along for the ride. Koyomi is kind of a little bit of a pervert, but he's like a nice natured guy in the end, and he gets called out for his bullshit later on. Just think about it that way, right? Whatever. Good show. Good intro as well. Yeah. Damn, that made no that sentence, that like string of words made no sense unless you're like one of the 5 people who knows what the fuck I'm talking about, probably. And then you're probably gonna go, but yeah, it's good. Why couldn't you say that? Oh well. Just add a few extra shapes here so it still looks like I'm actually drawing this thing and not just getting totally distracted by me. Wait, let me just put a little bit in here and then that will contribute to the... Oh wait, let me see. Spider-Man was in Iron Man 2. Oh yeah, they retroactively made it so like little kid is was Tom Holland's character, which, okay, fine, cute. Do you think Miles Morales will ever be in the MCU? Didn't they already put him in the MCU, technically speaking? Because like they put, what's his face? They put come on, the actor. I don't remember his name. No, the one who does that Childish Gambino actor. Plays Troy in Community, I think. Yeah, so that character, like he plays Miles' uncle Aaron in the, I think it's the second Spider-Man movie, Far From Home, No Way Home. I don't know which one of them. No, in, the first one when he just goes on like a school trip or whatever the fuck, like with the boat one. I think they're there, like they kind of have him in that movie, and so they hint at Miles' existence. But that could still be like multiverse Miles, so it doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna have like a Miles Morales Spider-Man. But I very much expect them to have like a Miles Morales Spider-Man within this in the next 5 years. Probably first gonna wait until what Beyond the Spider-Verse does, and then try and, you know, cobble together a live-action version from that interpretation, which either means it's gonna be good or, you know, kind of just like a oh yeah, we didn't think about this ever, but now that it's popular, we're gonna definitely implement it. Which, you know, for the people that want that. Definitely not a bad thing. It's just, you know, don't be that transparent with it. Just, but it depends. It depends what kind of story they want to write for it, you know? And if that story is not already being done with a lot of the other characters, that's the only thing I'm worried about. They're just going to be retreading old ground. But then again, maybe just a retelling by that point is not too bad. I don't know. The thing is, if we're gonna get like a live action Miles Morales, I wouldn't want them to just do what Spider-Verse did, you know? But then again, the comics aren't that interesting. It's mainly Spider-Verse that gave us the most interesting interpretation, if I remember correctly, right? I don't know how correct that is, but like, it might be. I'm gonna have to redraw all of this fucking thing. I'm just sketching, by the way. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry too much. Maybe I need her head to be a little bit more like in, like that. Her head's more covered up by her chest. Put my head down, test what that would look like. Maybe a tiny bit lower. I don't fucking know. Let's see. Let me. Well, it's a fun brush to use. Clip the Tori singing Red Eye Circulation. God damn it. But then you have like the inverse of it, which is like it has like glitches throughout the song and stuff like. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba da ba ba. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba da ba da ba da ba ba. Mendo kusai na. Yume ni na na ra na 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 ni na ne. Ba da 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 na 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 na. Just drawing some clothes, cause otherwise Twitch will be pissed. Probably, I don't fucking know. Depends. This is just lines, YouTube. It's not actual titties. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's not. We're not actually doing anything degenerate yet. Do you think King Bing will be in Beyond the Spider-Verse? Cameo. As a cameo, yeah, but not as like an important character. I imagine. Boy, I can sell my soul to the devil to hear Tori singing her tight circulation. What? I'd have to learn the lyrics though. Or I'd have to get good enough at like mimicking phonetically the lyrics, put it that way, you know. Let's not be too whatchamacallit, like too much like, oh, I can't do it ever. No, it's impossible. It's like, no, I would just need to learn how to get the phonetically how to just do it, you know. Wait, see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to have like the horns around the ears so it more like fits within the character now. Instead of just being like the horns yesterday where I just, oh no, not yesterday, a few days ago where I was just like had them just poking out, you know. Now I wanted to have them be more of the design of Slaanesh. Like it still has to be regal, but just, you know. Then again, still needs to read that it's her though. Yeah, her hair comes up from there. That might help a lot actually, come to think of that. I definitely want the elf ears. I think the elf ears are critical to Slaanesh being adorable, you know, because they wiggle, stuff like that. Watch the latest comic book for that backstory. What do you think of Spider-Man and Iron Man's father-son relationship? I thought it was fine. It worked serviceably, you know. They didn't do enough with it, in my opinion. But then again, it's more like, okay, how to put it? Oh, worst nightmare, redeemed to hydrate. Thank you so much. Oh. That was an image to have in my head. So, Iron Man and what's his face and Tom Holland, right? It works, but there isn't enough intra-movie interaction between the two for me to totally buy it, you know? Again, me being hypercritical, but like, they say like, oh, he's like a father figure. Oh, he's like a father figure, but just them telling you that, I would have liked more scenes of Tony and Peter just hanging out, you know? If anything, Peter has more connection with Happy than he does with Tony Stark. Tony Stark is more of an idol to him, right? Like more of an idol position, less a father figure. I find that Happy works better as like a father figure type character, you know? Because he supports him, helps him when he's down, dates his aunt, sort of. Not yes, no, sort of, yes, no. Whilst Tony is more of like an idol position, less a father-son, I find. If we're gonna be perfectly honest, right? Like it's more the expectations to build up to what he should aspire to be, that kind of stuff. But even though Tony himself is a very flawed character, Tom Holland, even all the way until the end, doesn't really notice that as much. Like the whole deal with Tony is that he feels undeserving of all the adulation and stuff he's getting, right? For him, it's all penance for his years of being a weapons dealer, kind of, and feeling the regret of doing that and the constant pressure of trying to keep the world safe. Whilst for Peter, he looks up at like Iron Man, but it's like Tony Stark is Tony Stark, not Iron Man, you know? If anything, that's what Iron Man 3 makes very clear. It's like the suit is just a suit, and it's an icon, yes, but like Iron Man is the guy behind it, and if anything, I find that always a bit more impressive. I don't know, I'm being weird about it, probably. Slaanesh has a skirt to cover up, you know, things. but definitely also has thigh highs. Because you know Slaanesh would have thigh highs. My thing is more, would she have double thigh highs or would she have only thigh highs on one side? She kind of looks like Syndra now. Shit. I didn't wish to make Syndra. I'm keeping the titties smaller, by the way, because smaller titties means less chance that like the YouTube algorithm is annoying. Plus, controversial take. I've come to spread joy in donuts. Let's go, more donuts. Tasty. Sugar helps fuel the paranoia of overreactive mind. Count me. Oh my god. All the donuts have been arriving. No, what I wanted to say was that like a controversial opinion, mega titties, I don't think are either hot, attractive, or interesting in character designs. Let me defend my controversial take here, right? Should I say there shouldn't be something like gigantic mommy milkers? No, you do you, who cares, right? That's fine. But from an aesthetic point of view, I do find that the, oh, let's draw a anime character with like a tiny chest, but then like have her have the biggest bazongazoos on the planet. Like oh, she has like the smallest shoulder, but then like the biggest hips and ass that you've ever seen. Even here, I already drew it wrong. Where I tried to already draw like the waist more proportional to her titties, right? No, like let's say it's like oh, the waist is only that big, and then she has like the giganticest titties you've ever seen. Like this type of character design, I don't find as interesting. And even here, I've already drawn the titties more saggy to kind of compensate. But like, I think what I'm talking about more is like the actual balloon look, where it's like, oh yes, we're draw titties as actual like just circles that kind of jiggle around like that. I don't find it as interesting, especially because a titty, for the most part, yes, I'm gonna mansplain titties to you guys now. Fuck off. It's like the fat within it pulls it down with gravity. So titties, actual titties that aren't like old school silicone ones, tend to be more like tear shaped at the end of the day, you know. Whilst what a lot of like simpler anime designs do is just they make them very like round circular one, and I don't like that as much, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, you know. Like there's a, that's One Piece female proportions, and yeah, no, you're actually correct. You're correct. But within One Piece, it's stylized, right? It's stylized to look like that. Plus, hags do get like saggy titties, from what I can kind of remember in that one episode that I watched, right? That first episode, I think. Like, okay, hags, just older women, whatever. Fuck, old people. Ah, you know. How many donuts can Slaanesh stack on her massive food cock, Arthur? 20. 20, but the problem is the donut hole would be too small. Yeah, there you go. That's the actual answer. You didn't know you wanted that answer, but it's true. That is the answer. That is the correct. Bigger doesn't mean better. It's more about in proportion, you know. Like if you're gonna make big titties, then okay, but then have like don't have like the back be very small with a small waist. Like support that shit with some extra like not fat, but just some extra thickness to make it, you know, make everything chunky and a little bit more in proportion, right? Instead of like this weird like, she has the biggest bazonga bazoos, but also her like back is the size of a fucking twig. It's like, yeah, that works for One Piece, because One Piece everything is a Looney Tune, right? But in like other character designs, I just think it's misguided. It feels like, oh, this is drawn by someone who either doesn't understand or just kind of just wants to ignore anatomy. But not that anatomy has to be realistic. Just, I don't know, I just don't find it that appealing looking. But that's just me. You know, that's just me. I still think you can make big titties work on a character, just not the way a lot of anime artists and to an extent VTubers do it, you know. Donuts but make it XXL, damn. Now I'm both afraid and intrigued. Well, yeah. let's make this one smaller yet again because I want to add the top of her. Ooh. I want to add to the top of her headpiece. Second horn is out of proportion. Just let me draw a tiny bit. Wait, a little bit of concentration before I continue talking about titties. VTuber mansplains titties to the internet. Like, how can people recover? Will people ever recover from this man's unhinged rants? How dare he? Male VTuber! Explain the titties to us. I don't know what face I'm gonna give her yet. I don't even know what hand I'm gonna give her. This hand needs to be way bigger as well. Small hand. Look how tiny this little arm is. Little tiny arm, little tiny hand. So cute. Wait, I'm gonna read you guys in a bit. I'm just adding a bit of. You be able to fair. What about Bakihama proportions? God, Anadil, get the. Oh my god. Ah yes, let's make the Hanma, fucking Hanma proportions. Slaanesh. Wait. Let me just wait. Make it small. I need to move this to the side so I can just have like a little bit of whiteboard here on the side as well to just draw on. Just fucking Hanma proportions. Got to make it like extra dirty looking, you know, where it's, you know, it's like extra fucking crusty looking mega dude, mega ugly bastard sort of vibes, but like at the same time it's like built like a fucking fire truck with like muscles on top of muscles on top of like on top of muscles, on top of like... What the fuck am I doing? Oh my god. Get that off my screen. Bucky's kind of funny though. I need to continue watching that one when I get to it. Let's delete that by making little tiny circles. Tiny circles. I think Miles and Prowler Miles are gonna team up to kill the spot. Nah. I think if anything, he's gonna convince Prowler Miles to allow him to return to his universe to make things right, and it's gonna be something like that. I don't think they're gonna kill the spot. I think they're just gonna defeat him because it's not about killing. You know, it's a Sony movie. You know, it's a cartoon movie. They're not gonna kill people. As long as they're soft pillows, I don't mind. I'm also thrown off by the huge hips that are wider than the shoulders, waist that looks like it's maxed out the corset damage, booba that would crush your own head by flapping up. Yeah. And it's only a few. It's not everyone that has, but it's just it makes it feel a little amateurish, right? Like it's just fueled by. It's fueled by the fetish of it, but it's like the female proportions are more than just the fetishization of them, if that makes sense. Like there's more to it. There's more layers you can find in there to draw than just like, ah yes, we're making it fetish art. I think, and again, it's, you know, I'm trying to get the same back missile as Jujutsu. Yeah, the fucking get that like little thing motif in there that like leads into star, so like actual star muscles and shit that then leads into like that lower back and stuff like that. Get that fucking like back muscle shit going in, you know, whatever the fuck. I drew it on top of the booba, so it doesn't matter that there's ass on the screen. Now that I've seen Baki and Jujutsu's all fighting games characters look tame. True. Baki is both anatomically correct and the most bullshit anime bullshit I've ever seen. True. It walks a thin line between being more extreme than JoJo. Yeah, no, there's just that. It's being more extreme than JoJo. Because I honestly thought for the longest time, like, yeah, man, JoJo has like the big ass proportions all down, but it's like, nope. Nope, you haven't seen Baki yet, my boy. This music's good. I like this. I like this track. Spider-Man from Miles Universe and Prowler died by the hands of Kingpin. Probably, or some other villain or whatever they're gonna pull out of their ass. You created me, and I created you, and you created me. Why did you create that man, Spider-Man? Spider-Man, why did you create him? It's like, I didn't do anything. That part was funny. Not gonna lie. You want to fuck me, and I want to. Spider-Man, why does he want to fuck that guy? What the fuck? No. Fucking meme edits that came out of that one. Oh my god. Donkey Booba has layers. Jesus, man, so many details. I think Baki becomes easier to draw. Like, again, all of this I'm doing out of my head. I don't have any like reference open because I'm a fucking donkey. If I were to, have like some reference open, probably I could do this shit way easier, way simpler, but this is... I'm too stubborn and lazy right now to open up a window, so fuck it. You're getting live drawing as I'm live drawing it, you know? But definitely... like, how to put it? How to put it, like if I were to pull up some reference, I could probably crack this out way quicker. There's just something about the booba squish on the chest I want to get here, you know, on the sort of this chest area muscle thing that like moves to that side and gets there, so it lays on top of it, sort of. That, and I just don't know really what I want to do yet. That's kind of the problem. I'm just kind of drawing without like a thought. My head is empty. And I have no thinks. I have no thinking. The whole racist Miguel meme. The bagel effect meme. Bagel. No Spider-Man is a canon event. What the fuck? No! Oh. Truly winging it at its finest, true. Can't imagine drawing the demon's back. Demon back difficult, not gonna lie. Especially if I don't have like an arc in it. Like this back I kind of started doodling here, like that has no, like what is the arc here? It's like, no, the arc should be like an S curve, so it should be like down here, and then actually this point should be going down here, and then it should be coming out here a little bit more. So then if I want to draw ass, but if I draw square ass like that, it's technically more man ass, because man ass has less, fat reserves in it, unless, you know, supplements, but whatever. The point is, like, normally male presenting characters tend to have like the anatomy where the ass is like kind of squarish and flat, but it's not because it's squarish, it's because there's technically less fat reserves. The moment you introduce like more of a female side to it or whatever, then you get more of that curve, that typical curve thing going on. But I'm gonna try and delete these because Jesus Christ, this stream is gonna get demonetized so fucking badly. Oh, it's anatomy. It's educational, YouTube. Don't bother me. I am teaching people about tits. For example, a character where, again, let's like a big character, right? Because a big character where it's like, it's a bit obvious that, I mean, no, you know what? I'm just not gonna shit talk today. I'm just not gonna shit talk today. Let's do that. Let's do a non-shit talking challenge. Let's do a 1 day of Tori not somehow self-canceling. You know, let's do that. Let's do that. That sounds like a good idea. You know, Tori's believe it or don't fuck himself, you know, that kind of shit. There's probably already 50 things I said in this stream that are gonna bite me in the ass later on, but you know what? Sometimes life is just the way it is. Sometimes there's nothing you can do and take back, and you just have to move forward with it. Oh, where the fuck am I going with this? Racist Miguel is basically Xenoverse Goku. God damn it. You need to get Pure Ref, dude. I always use it with my drawing stream. Yeah, or I could just open up a Google image board, but again, I would have to move my mouse to the side window and then click something and then look at it on the side. If anything, you know what you need for art? You need an ultra wide monitor so you can have shit on your sides to look at, you know? So I'm just being lazy at the moment, okay? I'll get reference in a bed and help it to me clean up stuff. On the other hand, you know, it's good to sometimes just wing it, draw it, see how much of my in my head anatomy makes sense, and then correct it afterwards with shapes or whatever the fuck. Do you think Across the Spider-Verse Miguel O'Hara is the same one that appeared in the Ultimate Spider-Man 2012? Nope. I think they're not gonna try and, because they've already done a lot of like a lot of fan service in that area and like tidbits into the originals of versions of certain things, but I don't think they're really gonna do that. Okay, with this, I think we have to get as risque as we can get, but also, you know, within reason. So within there is a like little. Let's get our thing demonetized. Yeah, yippee, woo, yeah. It's like a little parchment sort of thing. And then here's the code of Slaanesh. She's a big willy. And technically, whatever. Again, legs are fun to draw sometimes, you know, because okay, let's take for example, like, so you have like the basic bucket shape, right, of the like the hips sort of, and then you take a little leg out there and you kind of like draw a leg out there, and then you kind of use the big muscles to sort of inform what you want to do with it, kind of do that thing with it or whatever the fuck you want to do with it, kind of get that side muscle thing in there, and just fucking draw shit. Just draw it. Just and then you draw the whole leg, and it's like you start with the owl, and then the whole owl gets drawn, and you just do the whole owl, even if the owl doesn't look good, and you just keep scratching and redrawing until things look good, and then you through that add extra belly, and then they get a little chub, and then they basically look like the Nurgle thing, and whatever. I don't know where the fuck I was going with that one. I cooked too much and I started spitting in a different language. Eh. Slaanesh here kind of reminded me of a Mortal Kombat 9 character where her hips are not wide enough. It's the opposite problem. No, her shoulders are too big. Oh, this music's pretty good. Demonetization has become unpredictable yet inevitable. Have you seen those Spooderman videos? Spooderman's pretty funny, not gonna lie. Do you think Chris Pratt's a good actor? I think he can be when he wants to be. But I think the problem with Chris Pratt is less that he's a bad or a good actor. I think he's probably a fine actor. I just think I think the roles he's allowed to play a lot of the times don't allow him to really express a lot within them. I think that's the kind of the problem that Chris Pratt maybe falls a little bit into. He gets cast a lot as like the everyday everyman, like relatable everyman person, which then kind of comes to bite in the ass with people being like, yeah, but what's a real Chris Pratt role? And it's like, I don't know. Probably one of those movies he did a while ago, you know? I don't know. I don't fully know, actually, by the way, so. Oh wait, I just realized I totally flippin' forgot to post that I'm streaming on Twitter, didn't I? Whoopsie. How would we go about tweeting out that we're live? You know what? I'll do it this way. Oh God, I'm trying to. Fucking microphone gets in the way of. Let's take a screenshot of what we're drawing right now, and just be like, "Hey, I am alive. I am live right now. Live right now. Drawing slaanesh ? Hashtag VTuber. We're doing it live. Because we're doing everything live today. Because today is a scuff stream where everything is live, and live is me. And VTubers, and then I just post it and just whatever, and then oh, I haven't posted even the latest comic dub to oopsie. Sometimes I forget things, and then it is what it is, you know. Except the synth waves. Super thick supremacy. Tell Twitter there's free donuts. True, I could have done that. Quick question: will slaanesh have womb tat? Arthur, that is an excellent question. No, totally not. Totally not. No, nothing here. Nothing. You don't see shit. Nothing was seen. Nothing was perceived by one or another. It's kind of difficult to draw one. Actually, I haven't drawn in ages. Will be a fun design. I am not a hentai artist. You can all eat my ass. It's too big. Too big. I need to make it smaller. A whole fucking leg tattoo, a whole belly tattoo. It needs to be smaller. It needs to be like that. It needs to be like you know, like that. But then also the surrounding area needs detailing. I can't just like leave it all empty or whatever the fuck. Like no. Slaanesh is not naked, by the way. She's wearing some kind of clothes. Just have to figure out what clothes she's wearing. But definitely want to change the face. This face is not cute at all. I need a cuter. She needs a cuter face. She needs something that like exudes mischievousness, yet a certain playfulness, you know? Fuck it, that's good for now. What am I doing with my life? Fucking drawing an anti-character on the internet. I'm gonna get crucified. I love that meme from Ego Raptor ages ago of the Zelda, was it the Ocarina of Time versus Link to the Past? I'm talking shit about Ocarina of Time on the internet. I'm gonna get crucified. Something about that is just really funny, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to incorporate also more of a teeth motif as well, as like the whole it's she who hungers, you know, and got to get that little in there a little bit, you know. She hungers, so she needs to fucking hunger for something. Ah, pain. Now her ass is too big. Fuck. As in too big, unproportionally big, you know. It needs to follow that curve, that outline. The outline needs to be followed. If the oh shit, I'm hitting the mic. Don't hit the mic. Tori, don't do that. Don't do that. Character do you think the MCU ruined the most? I don't know. No particular opinion. No, never mind, I see it. Never mind, I don't see nothing in there. You go. Better question is the wound tattoo mean? So many different meanings are possible. Enhancement. More sensitivity. I don't know. All meet together in purgatory or horny jail. Look, today will be an exception. Horny jail will not be enforced. You say something worse enough to get banned off of YouTube, that's your problem. I can't do anything about that, but horny jail is not that enforced today because, I mean, it's fucking Slaanesh. What do you expect? You know, that's... Oh god, we can give her like the tired eyes sort of look. No, that makes her look too old. That's not what I'm going for. I'm going for youthful appearance. This hand has to be changed. This hand is not good. Not of the good variety. That's what can we do with this hand? What do I wanna? Maybe she's grabbing onto something and yeah, can have it like be like a thing. It's a thing she's actually grabbing onto. Like a staff. Pole arm of some kind. Slaanesh's pole arm. And Korn's all like blades and shit. And Slaanesh is, okay, whips, but also, you know, pole arms because stick. Oh, fucking hell. And a whip is too hard to draw. Or not hard to draw, it's a pain in the ass right now to draw, so. One like Space Marine's shoulder pad type because she thinks it's cute. That'd be funny. Where are we even going with this one? I was talking about subjects and then I got distracted by titty. No, not even by titties, but by things, you know. She kind of has that aloofness face kind of to her, right? It's kind of funny. Okay, the eyes are too big. Now we need to make the eyes smaller again. Let's leave that there for now. Fix this hand, because this hand is bad. I love how we're all just doing it on one layer as well. Like I could have ages ago gone back and been like, oh, let me pull out another like layer to like draw on top of. It's like, nah, just fix it all in like this layer. It'll be more funny that way. Who needs layers, you know? Think about it. Who needs layers? You can just, you know, you can just draw stuff. What kind of bikini will we be giving her? The titty is being erased. Oh no, erasure of the titty. How dare thy? How dare thy take away The goddesses, big massive bazongas. Actually, this is almost reaching to those levels of what I was complaining about earlier. Damn it! Damn it! Happy anniversary. Also, hi. Wait, is there some kind of anniversary happening today? There might be. Affiliate anniversary. Oh, that was that high earlier. Wait, is it a year ago since I reached that? That's not, doesn't sound right. Or does it? Interesting. But welcome a lot in the Twitch chat. How are you doing? Hope you enjoy your stay. Was that in the YouTube chat? Wait, let me read. I'm not going to horny jaw. I've done anything besides being here. One who's unlucky to pick me to chat. Not a bad direction, not gonna lie. The pain of finding the right layer when you have 100+ of them. We don't need layers. We're not ogres. Ogres have layers. Isn't that right, donkey? Shrek is love. Shrek is Slaanesh? Question mark? You prayed every day to Slaanesh. To Shrek. Shit. I fucked up. I fucked up the copy pasta like within like a few seconds. No. No, YouTube, we're not violating TOS. There is no TOS being violated here. Shh, don't tell the YouTube that there's... These aren't titties, these are lines, these are ink blots, okay? These are, I'm actually gonna have to do it this way, by the way. I'm gonna have to actually like pull this down, pull a layer down, and then like take a smaller brush and just draw out the anatomy here again. Which is to say, it's sort of like a box anatomy, which means that there's like let's bring this up a tiny bit more so you guys can see. So I could be focused on that background layer. Let's put that in monotone. Let's put that in grayscale. Let's have the thing be red for me, so I can quickly in the background draw the colors, whilst you guys can just watch and not be too distracted. That, so then we need a circle around here. Which means if I have as a male, it would have to be something like that. This is probably fucking unreadable compared to the previous thing. Let me just quickly, oops, and now it's like, okay, now if this fat would be extended, then that would mean like something like that. Don't worry about it too much. There will be a Civil War Part 2 from Marvel? I think Armored Wars is essentially going to be your Civil War Part 2. When they're going to do something with Rhodey, maybe, or Iron Patriot, maybe. Though this is the end of Secret Invasion, I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. It depends. At this point, my excitement for a lot of the MCU stuff is kind of over for a bit. It's like I'm kind of waiting until they make some good movies and shit again, and then I'll maybe get back excited. But the shows are just kind of mid. I liked She-Hulk, by the way. I'm one of those people that actually did like She-Hulk. So, for me, saying that is kind of like sad, you know. I liked She-Hulk, but even then, like I can recognize, like overall, Marvel just isn't really that interesting at the moment. Miss Marvel's kind of mismanaged first 2 episodes and like the last episode are really good, directed by Dilla Bilal. But like the middle ones that take place in Pakistan or India or whatever, one or the other, like that section there just feels so misplaced. It's like you're telling the story about aliens and shit, but then you're also trying to add in the more topical historical thing, which is good. It's interesting to tell. It's just I don't think it gels well within the story. They don't make it work, you know. They don't make it seamless. It just feels kind of tagged on, especially like the super facility prison thing that they just break off of in like a random basement or whatever. That just feels very cheap. Because I want to like Ms. Marvel more, but it's just kind of like, yeah, the creative stuff in like episode 1 is very fun, but then later episodes kind of miss that until the final one where it comes back a tiny bit, you know. Silver 2 was terrible in the comics anyway. No, I don't remember enough of... I've seen enough... what do you call it? I've seen enough fucking episodes of like random nerds online talking about Marvel shit to know generally a lot of my fandom stuff. I just don't know everything. You know? I don't know all the different like Civil War stuff and the intergalactic jail thing, multi-dimensional jail thing, and the blah 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 blah. You know, I don't know all of that. Wait, when did you get a new model? Oh, this model I've been rocking since 142, plus minus something like that. Plus minus something like that. I think. Right? Plus minus something like that. Maybe yes. No. Something like that. I think Deadpool and Spider-Man will ever meet in MCU. Oh yeah, they will. Oh, I don't know if the MCU Spider-Man will meet Deadpool, but a Spider-Man is definitely gonna meet Deadpool. You know, they have to do that. It's kind of inevitable after we do a Wolverine Deadpool crossover, because of the novelty of having Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds on the same screen, right? Because that rivalry has been so funny for years. Just to have that novelty, the next one would be to have Spider-Man interact with Deadpool. My thing is that the Ultimate Spider-Man, I think? Like, there's this TV show, this cartoon show that did it. And then, well, those kind of, a lot of that stuff better. Oh, I kept joining streams when you have a PNG. Yeah, those are few and far between. The PNG, last one I remember having a PNG, I think, was when I played Doom 2016. And I was experimenting by having like a 3D PNG with like a 3D model I made and having poses from that essentially pop up in between and stuff like that. So that's been a little bit. Yeah. Blah. Ah, damn it. Fucking. Okay, I ran out of juice. Interesting. You're way. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of noise. I'm very sorry. I was manhandling the microphone arm. Ah. Oops. Oopsie. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry if that scared all of you. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. The only sequel I will accept is TF2. That Portal 2 is pretty good too. So, you know, there's a lot of twos that are decent. There's a lot of twos. Ah. Okay, this like synth copyright free song stuff has been fun, but I want actual songs now. Let me sit up in my chair. Midis and Mattias Tambus. What? Wait, I could have just had a full Midis album just playing in the background. God damn it! Oh no! I could have just done that. That would have been. I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. This would be so much easier. Entering Lizzie over. No. It would be strangely topical though, because slaanesh. So you know, thanks. I've heard worse. Oh no. Pan ASMR. I blame the squirrels. Blame the squirrels? It's never too late, Tori. Wait, what? What are you guys talking about? Chat! I need context! I don't understand what you people are talking about! Literally don't, actually, but, you know. Let's pull that back so there's a little bit more lines and shit. I want to change the face, though. I have to redraw this ear. This ear isn't matching up perfectly. The horns are fine for now. Wait, I'm gonna quickly go to the bathroom, and you all are going to behave. I say, vaguely gesturing that I believe you guys will behave, which is a 1 out of how much chance that's gonna be true? Perfectly fine. Wait, okay. Stay here and watch Slaanesh. Make sure she doesn't fuck up the stream somehow. Maybe I'll on the side here draw a few more anatomy things to explain something or another. I have to redraw the hand. That was the next thing I had to do. Okay, BRB. Stretchies, and sit and cheer. Ayo, Night Azuria. Welcome to the Twitch stream. What do you mean, Ayo? There's no Ayo going on over here. Everything is perfectly say-so and fine. Same time with Snish to you. Bonk everything. No. Ophi. You don't have to bonk them. This is a stream that has the presence of Slaanesh in it. Bonking is not required, I'd say very, very, very carefully. Let me change the camera. There we go. I just twisted the microphone a bit too. I need more water. I need a drink. Ah, my tracking is getting off because I'm losing the field of view of the camera. Damn. What? You like it? You like the view? I think Venom and Morbius will meet. And Morbius sucked too much. They're not gonna continue that for a while. Unless they reboot and recast, I imagine. Your voice is a fucking lullaby. Aw, thank you. Nice. We just upgraded today with the mic, so every upgrade. And now, oh my god, so that's the one sad thing now as well, right? Now that we have a new mic, I'm gonna be doing that like, what to call it? I'm gonna be doing that upgrade thing where I constantly like tweak until I find the perfect settings. Although now I have these settings kind of based off the ones I had on the SM7B, so they should be somewhat similar sounding. But they will get better as we do more streams and shit. And I just keep tweaking my shit. I'm only gonna describe how I would obliterate my prostate. What the fuck? Very hard there. Very say-so idol of you, indeed. So the whole Morbius and Vulture team up will go nowhere. Yeah, indeed, that'll not pay off. That's believe me. There's been enough movies that tease a thing and then they never do anything with it, because they tease it with the idea that maybe you might do something, but probably they're not gonna, actually do something about it. Clicking buttons. Definitely. There's another live. Oh yeah, Night Azuria. If you scroll down, or if you type in the command !YouTube, you will be directed to the YouTube stream, which is the same thing but in 1440p. So it's bigger quality, higher quality, and it's joined by my wonderful community of horny degenerates. Apparently, why are you all being degenerate? Damn it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the other live. I consider it the main live, but it depends. Like the reason. So okay, you know what? We're gonna go into a different tangent. So, yeah, remember how I explained the whole microphone thing earlier? Well, now we're gonna do the same thing for visuals because I finally have like a whiteboard I can kind of explain it on, so I can explain to you guys what the difference is between the YouTube stream and the Twitch stream, because there is a significant difference in their quality. Wait, let me just get the ear in here. She has like the long elf ears because they're not usually that pretty, but like on this one it actually makes sense because she has like a lot of thingy. Wait, let me get that out here. So she has like maybe one side bang. Yeah, it could be my unique take on Slaanesh. She has like one side bang thing to the side. No idea. Not a degenerate hot take. Morbius and Venom aren't evil enough to play their roles names you. True. Not antagonistic enough. They're too likable. Except Morbius I never saw. Except that little scene where the one Doctor Who character sings the just have sex thing. And I don't know. The fuck, the drawing is good. Thank you. You can see on the because there's live wind back as well, so you can like rewind in the live if you want. You can also see like how long I've been talking about it, like slowly making it throughout like the stream and shit. Parts of it. This finger needs to be skinnier. It needs a skinnier finger. She's like grasping out, but not enough to really do anything with it, right? So like it's find something I want to do with this arm to make it just a bit different. Well, fuck. Okay, wait. It's gonna bingo on the normally card and the weeb card, so I'm technically normal. Okay, so let me take this layer, put that away. Take this layer, put that away for now. Let me pull out another. So YouTube versus Twitch, right? Well, it starts in the what I'm encoding on. So YouTube for now. So I have one PC, right? One big tower PC that's like connected with a bunch of wires that makes this place look like a fucking NASA station, and it has like two big fans on the front, and it's like doing its own thing, right? Imagine that's my computer. Fuck it. The computer has technically two encoders I'm using. One is on the 3090. Yeah, 3090 has a NVENC encoder, which is what the YouTube stream is watching now, which is a stream encoded at 60 FPS, 1440p, at quality 6 with 2-pass encoding and the high preset, whatever, which is what gives it the amount. And I think also like one of the optimization settings or whatever the fuck is on, right? This is a better drawing than my best drawing I did in 20 seconds. I might have. No idea. Wait, I'm gonna not to get distracted. Computer. So that's what's in this stream here is what's going to YouTube. Now within the, what is it, 7950 X3D, I think that the CPU is, or whatever the fuck, or 980, 9950, 9590, the one with 16 cores. Put it that way, right? The one with 16 cores. That one has its own little like AMD hardware encoder, right? This little one is encoding 540p 60 FPS to Twitch. And now the reason why. Now I'm gonna get to it, right? So on YouTube, I'm able to have a limit of about 13,000 kilobits per second. So I'm streaming at about 13 megabytes, give or take, plus minus, right? What this allows me to do is that when I have games on that have like a lot of fast movement and shit like that, within the frame, if you were to freeze the frame, the individual sharpness of objects within the frame, I don't know what the fuck I'm drawing here, but whatever, should be preserved for the most part. You might have noticed that within streams where I stand still, it looks pretty, but also when I move around, the like pixelation of a thing will be sharp, and it won't be like all like blurry and shit like that, right? Right? Now, the reason that the Twitch one is in 540 is actually for the same fucking reason, that when I'm playing a game where it's like, oh, you have an FPS shooter thing going on, and it's like, oh, there's a lot of fast movement with like blood and guts and like demons and arachnotrons and whatever the fucking Doom or whatever, especially Doom actually, because you move around and pan around quickly from side to side everywhere, you know? To have where the action is happening whilst a lot of movement is happening be sharp or be preserved, I lower the resolution, because the Twitch stream can be only encoded on a max of 6 megabytes or about 6,000 kilo bits per second, kbps, you know? So that's why I have the two streams encoding on different things. Also because I just like the quality to be preserved on one platform, and then the other platform is more just, you know, for general exposure, and some people prefer using Twitch because they like watching ads for some fucking reason, I don't know. No, there's probably something to it, but I'm just a bigger fan of YouTube streaming, for one, because throwing more encoding power at it actually makes a feasible differences in the visual fidelity, but also that fidelity gets to be preserved, whilst on Twitch, like, even if you like encode a pretty good 6 kilobit stream, you only get it for 2 weeks, and if you try and upload it to YouTube, YouTube will compress the thing to fucking shit so it looks like ass. So, you know, it's... My explanation is a kind of weak sauce, but just put it like this: when stuff is happening on the screen, for the most part now, they'll be like fairly comparable because there's not that much stuff happening, right? However, in streams where there's a lot going on, Apex is a really good one for it, actually. Apex, because it has like a fairly realistic style, so there's like a lot of like micro details, but technically also Fortnite. The Fortnite streams also pretty much showcases as well within the grass, right? You can tell within the grass on a 1080p stream. Go on Twitch to Apex, go on a 1080p stream, and look at the grass. And then just notice how, like, muddy it looks, how mushy it looks, how, like, unsharp, essentially, right? That is what I'm trying to prevent on Twitch by lowering the resolution, so that for a smaller resolution, I get to preserve all the content within it. Opposite, and the same for the YouTube one. That one just gets the powerhouse encoder, so it just preserves more in general, you know. And it gets like double the bit rate to do so. So it gets double the size of data it's allowed to send through to preserve all that quality. You know, that's my like big explanation for why I do the thing I do, why there's the multi-stream, why the multi-stream is the way it is, why there are different resolutions, and why they look different, you know, because they're technically also being encoded on different hardware. So for example, right? So, to continue my, to continue me, oh, what the fuck? What? Why is there a guide thing? What the hell? Where are you? When did you arrive? What the fuck? Point is, so essentially, right? You have the CPU works in tandem with the GPU to render out to my screen game. Now the GPU technically on its own chip has the NVENC encoder, so this one here, to which it then communicates with the CPU a little bit, but like it encodes it on this thing, then send it through the CPU through the Ethernet to stream to you guys, right? Whilst technically on the CPU there is also the AMD AMD hardware encoding chip. So technically it has to take that image from the GPU that it's encoding all here. It takes it to the CPU, copies it over there, encodes it there, and then sends it through to the Ethernet. You know? Which is why sometimes one of the streams tends to lag a bit or might have like frame rate issues or whatever the fuck. It can happen depending on the optimization of whatever game I'm trying to stream and how much FPS I'm trying to pull from the hardware, right? Games that run at like 80 FPS but I'm like maxing out all the settings tend to start like glitching a little bit because a lot of the GPU gets overloaded. And shit like that, you know? That's the shit I've been testing around and fucking around and finding out with the last like year or so. And those are my findings. That for as weird as it is to do, it is fun to do. The downside is maybe consistency on platform or whatever. But then again, Twitch has the annoying thing where if you don't stream on it basically every day, its algorithm buries the fuck out of you and it kind of requires you to pick like a following somewhere else anyway. So that's, YouTube's pretty good for that. Sorry, that was a long ass tangent. Let me read the chat a little bit to catch up. I am very sorry if I didn't get your thing immediately. Warp Donuts. Play. Who do you think will play Spider-Man in the Venom universe if he does appear? I don't know. I think they're just probably gonna recast. Not gonna lie. Gonna Waffle House seeing actual DJs out there. Trust me, I don't know her. 3090. Yeah, got it second hand. Got it pretty cheap actually. Not gonna lie. Or well, cheap. Everything's fucking expensive when it comes to GPUs, right? But I was technically able to sell a 2080 Ti I had for years, and I got about 35% back that I spent then from on the 3090. Whatever. That's already like a year now ago or something like that, right? Also, some more GGN people than me. I know they're trying hard enough. Oh no. Question, have you pulled a knife on a teenager because Pancake didn't have enough maple syrup? What? Ugh, okay. Devil May Cry. True. No, the sharpness of a lot of the action happening as well is pretty good for games like Devil May Cry and shit like that. That is true. Especially when I get back to 5. I really do want to get back to 5. Because I got the special edition one on the PS5, so it has like the ray tracing and shit, and I really want to do it because it looks very pretty. I just want DMC5 again. That and the previous DMC5 VODs that exist on this channel have like ass quality because I didn't figure this shit I've been explaining here. I didn't figure all that out yet when I was doing that, so yeah. Then I had different hardware back then, so you know that also tends to change some things. Yeah. I'm going to just do it on a Friday. It might take me to pick up shifts after it. Okay, toward the lord of multitasking. God, what is happening? I'm all scared today, and this drawing is making my head spin. It makes sense if you follow along with how I explain it. This thing makes perfect sense and isn't like a headache. It's I explain it, but you have to be there. It's the whole it's the thing where if you fall asleep during the explanation, you wake up, you're like, wait, what the fuck? How does this even connect to that? It's like, yeah, no. The explanation has to be there in the build-up. You have to build up whilst you're listening, and that way it all makes sense if you think about it. Already in Venom, the only good characters in the SSU movies? Yes, kinda. Fear is an important part of life. It worked. We got him the entire bottle. What? Well, you know what? If someone pulls a knife on you for maple syrup, sure, then just throw the bottle at his fucking face. Or, no, maybe don't throw it at his face. I mean, I might get aggressive. Just put it there and be like, hey man, you can have your syrup. Just please act normal. You could have just asked for it, man. Those are very effective most of the time. Oh no. Now my chat's becoming all aggressive. No. You're all gonna be sent out into the world and you're all gonna be like crazy people that just go out of their way to like, no. Maple syrup. The worst thing I can see what you're doing is still making my brain jiggly. Like when you're in class, you close your eyes for 1 second, then you look up. Oh, do I have a story for that? Let me think how I'm gonna pull a slaanesh up so I have titties on the screen. Good for my algorithm. No, how to put it? Trying to think. Think, Tori, think. So, I think now I've already told that story. Monday mornings in college are a pain. Not necessarily because I was out all weekend partying or whatever. mostly gaming. No, because Monday mornings are just fucking pain. So I preempted the story. I used to have these classes that happened at the most morning part of the day. They took place for 3 hours. They were in a dark hall where we were watching like shitty French movies from like the 60s and whatever. And this teacher was very enraptured by them, and I clearly was not. So, the moral of the story is this: if you have to watch shitty movies, don't watch them that early in the morning. Anyway, so I had to watch those movies, and I was kind of shit at watching them, right? Because I didn't fucking care. Up come the exams, and I don't know shit. I don't know shit what they're talking about. They're talking about words I've never heard about, because I wasn't paying attention, because I was taking a good little nap time. I made it through that class by rewatching one of the movies back at home, essentially getting the gist of it that this kind of movie kind of sucks, but the end song's kind of bopping. It's Rhythm of the Night played in it or whatever. It was this weird French movie about this soldier that, I don't know, did he have a gay lover or not? They're kind of ambiguous about it, but he also might have just killed a kid. I don't know. Point is, the movie sucked. It's boring. Boring movie, takes too long, whatever. I'm misremembering it as well, by the way, so if someone even knows the movie I'm talking about, they're probably gonna be like, yeah, none of that happens. Probably, I don't fucking know. Point is, movie's bad. The movie doesn't captivate me. I'm not gonna say it's bad. It has recognition, and it's one of those older art house movies that has its audience, but just not fucking me, Anyway, movie ends. I rewatched it at home, try and find, it was the only movie I could basically find a torrent of, but watch the movie, go to the exam, do my exam, talk about the movie. Teacher is surprised, because teacher is like, wait, how you were asleep during that movie. Did you actually rewatch the movie? And I explained to him, yes, I did. And he graded me and let me pass, because he was impressed by at least the dedication of going back and watching the movie. And to a certain extent, understanding what it was all about and stuff like that. It wasn't just like I rewatched it, but like didn't really catch any of it. It was like, no, actually, your analysis is not correct, but at least you thought about the movie, which that's a weird way of saying you sucked at this, but I'm gonna let you pass anyway. So, yay me. Sorry, I'm being silent again. It's gonna get distracted by this. Trying to do something with it. Give her more yandere like eyes. Too much scratchiness. Too much. What BGM is this? This is a Tandem, the full album by Middies and Mattias. Matthias? Matthias sounds like a fucking Space Marine name if I say it like that. Well, I'm gonna share it in the shit posting channel. Uh-oh, I see a Tori clip. God, shit. Wait, let me put it down. Boom, boom, baby, let's go. It's in the Discord. It's in the Discord shit posting if you are curious. It is there if you want to watch it. It's pretty good. Good album, actually, not gonna lie. A lot of good music in it. And I probably won't get in trouble for playing it, I think. Maybe not. If we do get in trouble, then we get in trouble. Then it's bad. It is what it is. Torture on Mondays, true. That stuff was really torture on Mondays. a sharper eraser. Let's erase these eyes so we can at least give her new eyes. They took my fucking eyes. Sorry, this stupid meme that I have in my head. Sometimes, no, I want the brush. I'm trying to only brush today because it's fun. Just erase all of the face here. And then just redraw like the hairline top part that like just give me an extra layer, pull that down by a bit, and then put this in grayscale, no, and grayscale. Dark red. Down 3. See if I had someone watched The Nun 2. No, I haven't watched The Nun 2 because I have respect for my own sanity to not watch the sequel to the movie where the trailer of the first one went. It's like the Mongolian throat singing. You know, I didn't go watch that movie. I watched that one back when it came out though in the cinemas. I kind of liked it, not gonna lie. It was a guilty pleasure because it was just such a stupid ass movie, but it was fun. So you know, it gets the pass on being fun. Maybe the second one was fun, I don't know. The problem with the nun character is that the nun is not scary. It's like, oh no, it's a nun and she is trying to eat your asshole by going like, that's not scary. You know, it's like, oh no, what is she gonna do? Give me a satanic blowjob? No, not with those sharp teeth. Ooh. That's the nun. That's my impression of the nun. That's totally how the movies go. No quote required. You know, that's what happens. Don't worry about it. My source is not that I made it up. My source is a 100% truthful reenactment of the source material. I'm staying true to the character of the nun, if you get what I mean. If you get the nun, you get what I was referencing. You know, it's the deepest lore. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm scared of the cat. Oh, seen ads for it, but that's it. Where's the slaanesh? Looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster. She kind of does. Ooh, actually, I kind of like it. The whole no eyes look. She gets more of like the. Whoa. Oh my god! I just realized what we can do. We can give Slaanesh hentai protagonist eyes, where it's like big bangs on the top of her face that cover up her face, sort of, right? That works so well. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Did you just give me an idea that made me stumble across something? And the only thing that pops through is like the one eye. Ooh. There's something interesting there. Although technically the Nurgle channel already has like the very good bangs on it, so I do like that design more for Nurgle then, but something interesting. There's something interesting. It makes sense to give Nurgle the how to say, and to give Slaanesh like the hentai protagonist eyes because, you know, Slaanesh, haha, funny. Oh shit! Thanks for the tip. Shit, thanks for the super chat. Hell yeah. The true Chad shows up on screen right now. Do 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 do. It's a mustache. Welcome. Thank you for the mustache. That's adorable. Normally all types of super chats should be available, but then again, you know, YouTube is very weird of what it allows and what it doesn't allow. Super sticker. Yeah, it's a super sticker. Weird. How do I get the super stickers? I don't know if there was more I had to enable, yes or no. last time I checked. YouTube did send me something. Enable now. Let's click on other screens that do things. Yeah, I have all of them enabled. All of the super chats, super stickers, super thanks. They're all technically active. Shit, fuck yeah! Thanks so much for the super chat. That's awesome. What the hell? I hope you're enjoying this stream to an extent, you know, and having fun with whatever the fuck I'm doing, you know. It's cute. Can we make custom super stickers? I mean, we could put like a slaaneshies, the little slaanesh emote in there, you know. The little where? Let me wait. You know what? I could just. I realize and just remembered I can just pull up a. Wait. Ta-da! I could just bring her in here whenever I want. I forgot. Yeah, that's a thing I could just do. I could just pull up Slaanesh, be like, hey, look at that. It's chibi Slaanesh. Just put her to the side here, you know, so she's not in the way, but that she's lurking. See what I now did? Essentially, the earpiece here, I just brought that closer into her face. Oh, I had the bangs wavy like that. That's how I had it last time. Okay, wait, I want to reincorporate that style a little bit more into it, but I like the hentai protagonist eyes. We're going to keep that. We're going to keep that as its own little layer thing. Wait, let me re-chat a bit when it pops up again. I like your art style. Thank you. Thank you so much. If that you enjoy this stuff. I'm not that much of like an art streamer because what is the reasoning again? Oh, we can actually even do it with this a little bit. So I can see the eyes, but the eyes don't see. Nice super chat. Yes, indeed. I have a question. Are you gonna add a little cute? No, because the bar here covers it up. So there's no hair there because the bar covers it up. The bar covers up any like semblance of the hair that would be there. You know, like that's. Plus, we're still scooting the lines of like what YouTube will deem as like allowable, right? Like what if YouTube comes in afterwards and is like, this entire stream is too degenerate. It will be demonetized. That's how YouTube sounds, by the way. Don't at me. That is their voice. Right now until the end of time. That's how they're gonna sound like. More of a gaming streamer. Yeah, I would categorize myself more as a gaming streamer. Right. Or more as an angry gremlin, depending on who you ask. That's also definitely something that could be part of the categorization. Part of the categorization. No, that's not a word. I don't remember how it's being said. Or how you ought to say it. I don't remember. Call your full ankle is on display. Sin! You know what we'll do? We'll do something very fun. Right? We're gonna change the... No, not that. I'm gonna change the canvas size. I'm gonna pull out to the bottom. And now we can draw the most degenerate area, the feet. No, technically we're just gonna see if we can expand the legs a bit more, you know. For one, get a little bit more of that in. Get more of that, like the cloth thing in. As a detergent, and then we'll see where we can. Yes, she has the most meaty thighs. That is necessary. Believe me, it's for the plot. I don't know what plot yet, but it is necessary. Feet are truly the most scandalous. Haram! This entire stream is haram! god. Feet are truly scandalous. YouTube sounds like Jet the Hawk. What? Oh. Don't have me steal my catchphrase. My golly, your full ankle is on display. Sin! Sin! True. She has her ankle on display. Her entire meaty thigh. What the fuck? Oh my god. Now, I'm gonna have to disappoint you all though, because I am not confident in my feet drawing abilities. If there's one thing I'm gonna be perfectly honest in, like, it's gonna be that, like, I'm not the most confident when it comes to drawing feet. But let's try anyway, right? Let's see. Wait, I have to make the canvas bigger again. Shit. There we go. Boom, baby. Okay, let's see with limited space if we can even draw anything that resembles feet, or if this is gonna be like funny. This is all, by the way, still out of my head. I still don't have any like reference pulled up or whatever. You know, I could just cop out, give her hooves. Like, be like, oh no, she now has hooves, and then that's like the cop out for the thing, but let's give her actual feet. Grippers. What is wrong with me? What's wrong with my head? Okay, there we go. The most micro drawing ever. Okay, so it would be like here-ish. Only feet. That's cool. Donuts are good for substance for feet. Foot drawing study stream when? Depends, right? Because this is the thing. Feet are difficult because hands are easy. Feet are like annoying because they're like, so, right? They're like this. It's like, ah, yes, they're one part two. And then there's like the toes, and the toes are like their own thing, but also they're like all connected. So it's from the top, it's like this ball joint, and then that leads into like this foot shape, which is like this weird potato sack, and then that leads to like all the toes and the one big toe, and then it's like something like that. That's what it looks like from the top, kinda, you know. Does she canonically have hooves, right? That's it. Slaanesh doesn't really have a canonical shape. There's just this one like fan art drawing that everyone associates with what Slaanesh looks like, which is where the horn, the crown form comes like from and stuff like that. But technically speaking, the Chaos Gods, I think Nurgle might have a confirmed form, but that even might not be fully correct. Honestly, I think Slaanesh even has like 4 arms, which... Oh yeah, shit, she does. I think, because all her greater demons have it, right? So, oh no. Oh, I know exactly how I'm gonna do that. Okay, so follow along with me here, okay? Okay. I need you all to not be mega degenerate for 5 seconds, okay? Think about it. It's about power. It's not about lust. It's about power. So, what we'll do is we'll give her like the arms, and they'll be like crossed below her waist. And the hands will hold up the titties, you know? And then the fingers will squish the titties slightly, and that will cover them up, you know? And then we'll just have 2 elbows essentially around her midriff here. That will then cover her, like, her thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Wait, let's see if I can get this more. There we go. That kind of shows it, right? See, it'll be like that. So that way she can have the 4 arms, which are like, you know, her style kind of, but they can be like part of the, not only the armor, but like part of her design that also censors her a little bit in a weird way, right? You know? Cool, right? Makes sense? Bye-bye, everybody. Take care, Yanis, if you have to take care. Okay, feet. Them ground grippers looking tasty. Oh my god, Ophi. No, great. Mod with a confirmed feet thing. Yippee. So we have gripping thighs, and we have the... Or we do like the thing where it's like the feet are... She has like her feet out below, and her like toes out in the front. The annoying thing about like toes, right, as well, is like if you draw them wrong, feet are just hard to draw in general, but if you draw them wrong, they immediately look like a mutant sort of thing. They don't look like feet. They look like weird, like mutated appendages. Legs are easy. Legs are easy, but even here. Again, I'm sketching down the idea and I'll refine it later. This is the superpower of drawing, by the way. It's like, technically speaking, if you have like a weird fetish, you could do whatever the fuck you want. Funnily enough, I've never actually used my art skills for that, which is surprising for me, you know? You'd think I'd you'd think I would have made a debut in like either 3D or whatever the fuck kind of porn videos, but nope. Never got interested enough or long enough in a tangent to really learn how to do any of that stale stuff. Not that it's mega surprising, I just not have a problem with it, because again, if you study like anatomy and stuff like that after a while, yeah, human body sexy or whatever, but also human body is just like a body. It's just a form to be studied, you know. You get a different type of appreciation for it. You literally get rid of the horny, kinda. You know. Kinda like that with toes and arm. Toes are weird. Here's weird. Perspective is weird. Not really that good. Ooh, this song's pretty good. If you have attractive feet, it's such a flex. Well, I'm gonna pull up my feet. Technically speaking, that's why I had like the whole like haha, let's put it on the poll, like thigh stream as like a redeem or whatever the fuck. Like Slaanesh got picked in the end, so it'll be a Slaanesh stream. Haha, you guys miss out. But like the idea of like, yes, let's maybe have a how to call it? Let's have like a thigh, legs, feet stream thing. That might still happen one day, just for fun and shits and giggles, because that might be funny, I think. That, and I don't have like disastrous feet. But then again, you guys wouldn't know that, would you? No, you wouldn't. You guys don't know that, because there's no pictures of my feet online. Haha, you all miss out. You all miss out on Tori feet. Ha ha ha. Ah ha ha. Ha ha. Fuck it, that's good enough for now. That big toe is like a big ass side to it. Let's get some of that out here. Good enough. They're too small. They're too small for the body and for the leg, whatever. I wanted to give her the weird like little skirt thing from that one comic, because I thought that would be funny. The one she stole from the new Lictor, I think it is. That other one comic, the was it Mick something made. Do you think the Punisher will ever be in the MCU? No. No, that probably will. We'll probably recast the guy from the Netflix show to do it. But they'll dumb it down and therefore people will complain because it won't be as cool or as violent. If you like step on people and have them like it more than a flex, it's a crush. God, haha, good joke. It's a crush because you know the feet crush the, yeah, you know. Oh God. Hands are like the feet of the arm. You're not special. What? Technically speaking, hands you guys have already seen. You've already seen my hands. So those I've done during a stream. So those you can't be like, oh no, I've never. What are the Tori arm hands like? Those have been seen. I like this brush, by the way. So the idea was I was watching this like one Tempest animation video, and what I like about this brush is the whole like if you draw it fast, you see like how the ends of it have more ink, and the middle kind of gets rid of it. Like I like that. It makes it fun to like sketch with it. Not gonna lie. It makes it sort of feel like a marker that's at the last of its like lifespan. And that's usually when you draw the best with it anyway. So for this like sketchy kind of gestury volumetric style drawing, it's fun. It's fun. I'll admit. Like it's very interesting. Eat. Another thing we can do is we can have this titty out. Sorta, right? Sorta. It's not an out titty, YouTube. It's not out. It's covered by a claw. It's covered by a claw. Boom, baby. There you go. Claw. Wait, Claw's covering it from somewhere else. Let's give it a little bit more asymmetry to body, right? What we then do is we give one side like a claw thing that covers up a titty. This place, meanwhile, is being covered up by this like this claw thing that like squishes it, and therefore to draw the outside form of it there. And then maybe the second hand, the arm, instead of having that arm also cover up a titty, to make it a little bit more asymmetrical, but to get rid of this cloth thing, maybe we can have this second arm. Wait, let me pull up the red layer again. It's like an idea thing. Especially to keep this curve here, essentially, right? That's the idea of like keeping a little bit of this extra form and gesture of the shape, the outline. And then we can have this like arm thing here cover up her lower area. We'll have like it'll be like a, again, not original ideas, but definitely fun ideas. So I like drawing about Slaanesh when like just demons in general, demonette types in general. It's like, you get to have a little bit more freedom with the actual shape because of the nature of what you're drawing and stuff like that, you know. Add some like asymmetry as well as some extra form to it, you know. What makes the Punisher different from other Marvel heroes? He just kills people, right? I don't know. Doesn't he enact by a code or whatever the fuck? I don't know. He's a vigilante. Never cared too much about the show. I saw one episode, was impressed by the violence of it, or like the cathartic crunch of it, and then never continued watching it. If that even makes sense, you know. Ooh. Wait, what the fuck? I ran out of. I went into a different playlist. Oh no, it's not the songs anymore. Sadness. I liked my songs. I liked the previous playlist. It was fun. It was fun. Where's my fun songs? Now it's back to synthwave, copyright-free synthwave up the ass. Nah. Do we want that though? Let's see. Nope. I want to go back. Actually, I didn't play the beginning of the track. Right? Yeah, I just kind of skipped into like the middle of the track and just started playing from there. Huh. I think. If not, I'm very sorry. I just like these tracks. They're good. They're good work tracks. I'm gonna be honest. Like there's a certain like rhythm to the synths and shit that makes them work very well as like work tracks kinda. Yeah. Robot music? Yes, robot music. But good robot music. Good robot music. Oh wait, here, wait. Listen. Oh, this part's so good. Let's jam a bit. Let's jam a bit before we continue trying. Sorry, we're jamming to this song. I'm very sorry if you're like, oh no, but why? I don't want to jam to this song now. It's like, nope. You're along for the ride, kiddo. Buckaroo. Allows us to essentially to draw the full thigh. Maybe she has like bracelets on, and then the bracelets, one of them connects garter belt style to like the thigh sock thingy. And it's like made out of the faces of screaming souls because, you know, it's still a chaos god, you know, it can't be too... Can't be too, R-rated with our, like sex shit. No, it's also the Prince of Agony. And the faces work as holes within the vent. God damn it! Yeah. Vibe check. Jam or else! All of you shall jam to the song. It's a good song to jam to, though. Perfectly honest. Bum 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 bada bum 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 bada bum bada bum 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 boom. always like that for design, honestly, like the covering up with other arms and shit. I like demon designs back in the day that I drew that had that as well, because I thought it was interesting. It makes for interesting shape language. It allows you to show more of the body, and there's like a horror in it as well, right? Because you get to preserve the more of the horror within that. Okay, let's see if we can get that. Now I'm trying to within the garter belt sort of like wire, try to get the extra like thigh meat detail in, like the muscle of it, essentially. You know. Again, tasteful. There's a tasteful way of doing this, and I think. Lucian the Eternal's armor. Yeah, that dude especially, right? Okay, now we're going on to a different song. Sanctuary. Why is Sanctuary VIP not in here, though? Go to their channel, fuck it. See if... Void Reckon. Ooh, they have a new album out. What? When did this come out? Ooh, 9 months ago. Huh. Okay, let's pause this one. Let's go to the next one. New album. Ooh, this one's louder. This one's mixed louder than the previous one. Interesting. Ooh. There's some build up to it. Pull it down a tiny bit so it's not mega loud. Pretty much. How long have we been going for, by the way, just to make sure? Oh, almost 3 hours. Fuck. Kind of getting distracted by what I'm doing here. You know what the problem is going to be, by the way? As long as we keep it in black and white, we're probably fine. The microsecond we start adding color to this thing is when the bots will start being annoyed. Because now this is too much like shapes for them to really make out what the hell's happening. The moment we add like different things, it's like, oh, that's when it'll be like, oh no, you can't do that. You can't add those shapes and stuff like that. Definitely an interesting type of stream. I don't know if to give them boots, yes or no. Red, because red makes it too obvious. We have this. See, now it's all covered up. Ah, can you even tell what is real, what is not real? Ah. Let's draw it like that, you know. I like this horn. I like this horn. I don't know if I like these like fucking, what do they remind me of? I think it's that one bitch from Power Rangers. That's what these side horns remind me too much of. I don't like that. See if we can replace those with something else that can still be elegant but also suit the whole, you know. It's like these like twirly twirl horns add to the one thing. These horns add to that. Otherwise it would just be a lot of hair. I could also technically work 4 horns. She has the elf ears that technically also... More elf ears? Be like a horn crown sort of thing. Do you think the MCU will ever end? Probably. Probably when they stop being profitable. That's when they'll dumb down. They'll slow down production. They'll never stop it, you know, but they'll slow down production a tiny bit. I can imagine that being a thing, you know, where it's like, okay, we're gonna do a little less of these. We're gonna see what else we can make within the market that people might be interested in, you know, and that might be like actual something, or it might be nothing, honestly speaking. Honestly, the funniest thing with Slaanesh like this is that, let's say she's like laying and looking up or whatever the fuck, the way the horns now work and shit like that, right? Also, I'm doing a quick doodle sketch because I'm kind of just to get like something else in quickly. Smug. Technically speaking, she could like, for like extra arms, to like rest and shit, she could like let go of the sort of thing, pick up her own arms, use the extra forearms to like pick up her things, just have everything else like just squish against the floor here. Feet hard. Feet hard. Feet hard. I give up. Feet hard. I give up. Whatever. Sorry. Have you ever seen The Boys? I've seen clips of it, but it doesn't seem like my jam. Seems too up its own ass. It seems too much like a show. Like, it's kind of, it reminds me a bit like Scarface, where more than likely the people that are like hyper fans of it totally miss the point of what the story is trying to tell the audience, and they kind of make their own interpretation by just of who looks cool or whatever the fuck, which is totally missing the point of what the story is trying to convey, but, you know, missing the forest for the trees, that kind of shit. I don't know. That's what I suspect, right? But then again, like, fandoms tend to annoy me in that aspect. However, the show, from what I've heard, is pretty good. It's just, I'm not that much into watching a lot of live action things. I just watch like a few things if I find it worth it to do, but like, Auto mod in Twitch chat got that. There's Nightmare. Aw. You got stopped by the auto mod. Wait, can I, oh wait, what? Can I can't approve it. Why can't I approve it? That's sad. Aw. Oh well, sorry, where's Nightmare? I can't approve it. Oh, feet make people hard, god damn it. No, the kind of feat that I do think the drawing that are like cool in drawing forms is like where it's like the how do you say it's where it's like they're dynamically doing something, you know? It's like they're actually what you would call it? It's like they're trying to either grip like a thing. The whole grippers meme where it's like it's yes, the grippers. They're trying to grab something like a ball or whatever the fuck, and it's you just use your like feet for that. Like, yes, you're using your feet to grab like a little ball or whatever the fuck. And how is this? This one's already drawn better than the fucking previous. God damn it. Ah, whatever. Whatever. Oh well. More dynamic types or whatever the fuck. Those I think are interesting. Okay, this axe is generic. Let's see if I can find something else for it. So new League of Legends champ. Apparently Briar's as grippers in the art. No, indeed, like how Briar has like our feet drawn. Like that's interesting. There's like interesting shape going on there with stuff like that, you know? It's I know everyone makes fun of it, haha feet, but like honestly, it's like, oh shit, that's actually, well, that's an interesting pose, an interesting drawing or whatever the fuck, you know? Maybe we should draw her like this, where her hand, maybe her hands that her like, she has like her regular hands that are like regular hands, 5 fingers, and then she has like 2 sets of hands that are like the double jointed, where it's the alien hand essentially, you know, where it has like 2 thumbs and then like 2 sets of 2 fingers essentially. That's interesting, in my opinion. I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to help. Anything else what this stream has proven? The IS Tori and Hell, 2 places are definitely going to meet soon. I have my anatomy powers are becoming too powerful. I'm displaying them on full display today. You're all getting a taste of what I was capable of all along. Why am I not rich? I could have been making porn all along. What the fuck? I'm such an idiot. Oh my god. This music definitely doesn't help in my case. I'm gonna live. It's good though. I like this jam actually. I like this track. This is a good track. Down. It's like an Uber demon net, basically. You can incorporate some more male characteristics, but I'm too lazy. Anyway. What show? What? Lot? I don't know what. League of Legends, Briar? Or like League of Legends is not a show. Or technically it's a show of Arcane, but like it's a new character within the MOBA game of it. So the actual game that makes the money. Which the show, I think it's funded? I don't fucking know. I'm gonna redraw these feet though, because I want to do something different with them. I just don't know what yet. That's the problem. I find that they should be doing something. Do we want that or? Don't know. Rabbit to be honest. Think of your soul away of each nom. What do you mean? Internet's feral. So the art of the new league champ apparently. The internet went feral. Thunder thighs. Let's maybe make that one a boot of some kind. That's how we can do it. Maybe have that one. Where's the boot feet thing? Oh, by the way, still no reference. I'm still doing the thing where I don't have any reference open of any kind. This is all pure. That's why it probably looks as ass as it does, because this is all fucking out of my head. Oh my god. Yeah, perfect. Only head, only brain, only Tori brain. No reference. Who uses Google Images for reference? Not me. Not today. Perspective lookups. Why that? Anatomy lookups. Why that? If you can just use your big fucking brain to like think about all of it, you know, you can just overthink it all, and then you can achieve it that way, you know, by just utilizing the power of big brain time. Big brain time powers definitely come in handy here. Head empty, only booba. Technically, I've not been drawing booba for a while now, so it's good to me. Feet. This is gonna be an interesting one to post on Twitter. Let's go back to this face. The whole giving her like the hentai protagonist eyes, where she doesn't have any like eyes essentially, that does look cool too. And then the only eyes essentially here on the top, like the horn crown thing, has like an eye. That honestly could also really work, I think. As would these. Wait a minute, I'm gonna redraw that. So how am I gonna do that? Because I still want to incorporate that, by the way, the whole she who thirsts thing. So instead of like having, we're gonna introduce a little bit of body horror in here. We're gonna have like teeth essentially coming out of the body. Fantastic, Tori. Thank you. Thank you. I just don't know what I want to do with the face. That's my problem. I'm indecisive about what I want to do with the head. That kind of works as well, right? Maybe if I just pull this, make it like a double jointed toe thing. Just add a little bit more of a demon-ish look to her. You know, she will have one feet that are actual grippers and one feet that's like a clawed chicken thing. Not a chicken, claw thing. The smuggest of demons. How long have we been going for? 3 hours. Stretch time. Stretch time, posture time. Okay, so let's pull out the paintbrush. Just to add some simple coloring to this character, you know? Wait, let's get the oil brush. Oh, not this one. Favorite more, the Garrosh. There we go. I think, right? Yeah, that's the one I like. Wait, no. Why is the density so shit? There we go. Just add a bunch of color to that. Just adding some simple colors just to give it a little bit of a finish, just so I can post it to Twitter with a little bit of color, you know, and not just total darkness. Now we're also gonna have to be very careful with what we draw in and what we don't, you know. So we don't want those YouTube bots to be all annoyed because it's like, oh no, you drew anatomy for educational purposes. Only educational purposes, by the way. Nothing, no. Only 100% educational, you know, I'm educating you on anatomy. Have you not been educated? Don't you think you've been educated, all of you? If you say no, you're lying. You've been educated. If you say no, you just weren't paying attention. You were distracted. I don't know what you were distracted by. What could you possibly be distracted by during a Tori stream, right? Like what could possibly be so distracting that you weren't paying attention to me drawing educational anatomy, you know? Totally educational, by the way. Don't worry about it. Feel edged. Yes, you feel educationalized. Yes, educationalized. Yes. It's the only type of educationalized we accept on this channel. We accept that you have been educationalized by me. You've been filled with education. So much knowledge has filled your mind and brain. Bursting from the seams, you've been filled with knowledge. There's so much knowledge in here that I've given you people. You were like, oh no, I don't know anything, and now you're like, yes, I know quite a lot of educational anatomy. Yes, so much anatomy has been educationalized. You've been ravaged by knowledge. There's so much knowledge that has gone in your brain. So much knowledge has entered thine consciousness. Filled with knowledge and determination. I learned more from this stream than my college class this morning. There you go. I was not paying attention. Ophi, how do you meet F? How have you not been paying attention to my educational education? Have you not edumacated so much? So much education has been had today. You've all learned so many educational facts, like anatomy. It's pretty cool. This is why you don't skip anatomy classes. If you don't do an art degree, just do all the anatomy classes. You can learn the most out of the anatomy ones. The rest is take and go. It depends on your, like, how much effort you want to put in, right? But the educational classes, the anatomy is the one that teaches you all, you know. It's the most edumate. It's the most cational of the edumacation of edge. You know? Education has impregnated my brain. Yes, so much education has been brought into your brain through me. I put that there. I put so much education in your guys' brain that you're overloading with educational powers. You have so much powers now. So much powers you didn't have before because of the Tori stream. It's the hashtag Tori. No, that's not a thing. Tori stream taught so much education. So much, yes. So much education has been had by me, by me teaching you all the edumacation of educational, yes. So much education has been had that like, look at all this knowledge. I have no Lamborghinis, but I have knowledge, you know. I have so much knowledge to share. So much knowledge within me, you know, and now it's within you. So consider yourself lucky that me, who is me and is I together me, is giving you all this educational. I don't have to give you education like this, you know. This is all anatomy, as I have to keep referring to this as anatomy out loud because, you know, it has to be. Bots need to know that this is not me drawing skin. This is me drawing educational dark brown spots that will be airbrushed with light spots. It's for not titties. For educational purposes. This is all necessary, you know? No braining right now. Indeed, no braining, only educational. Wait, actually, let me just change the stream info type from just chatting to an art stream. Where's art? Yes, we are all arts. All edumacational on the Twitch one. Yeah, I have awoken fleet fodder. Yeah, welcome to our educational stream of educational anatomy. I just otherwise I'm gonna be here for more hours, so that's why like we'll finish up some colors, put them on there, make it little like neat and a little bit presentable, and then we'll continue maybe drawing and shading this thing another time. You know, that's the idea. What was I talking about? Ah, yes, my chat. You people have all been filled with my education, so YouTube can't take this down. It's not just like, oh no, it's spicy art. No, it's educational art. So much educationing is happening right now. Is that slaanesh? Maybe. I'm just drawing an interpretation of what slaanesh might look like. You know, no one can fully know what slaanesh looks like unless Games Workshop wants to make a mini, which. Probably they'll do one day. I don't know. My thing is that I don't think they'll go far enough with it. Like it'll be too neutered. Although they did a pretty good job with the new greater demons of Slaanesh. They look cool. They look like the right amount of like hermaphroditic to make them interesting. Oh shit, the teeth shouldn't have been part of that. Oopsie. Okay, let's just let's just airbrush some shit on. No, educational airbrush, you know. It's different. It's different. Worst of Caesar's Legion, degenerates like you belong on a cross. It's not a degenerate thing. It's education. Don't you understand, good sir? You're all getting free education in anatomy and whatever the fuck this thing is. You know, it's a creature, but it's also crazy. It's edumacational. This is all educational purpose for education. Something, someone's dick, something, Slaanesh. Put a pee-pee And no, but it's necessary. I don't want to continue, so I'm just gonna quickly finish up a little bit, and then we'll round off in a bit. Brain is inflated with knowledge. Indeed, Arthur. You see, Arthur gets in the YouTube chat. He's been inflated with knowledge. So much knowledge has entered his brain. He's so their brain, all the brain's knowledge is supreme today. So much education. Imagine what they would have been like without my guiding hand today. Think about it. Think about it. Y'all would have been off worse. Probably. I think. I'm just gonna guess. Yeah. It would have been a day without Tori. Think about that. That would have been way worse. Guys, among you, the people who don't get it, guess you just have to get more educated. Just have to more Tori streams. You just have to consume all of them. You know, it's so much content I have available. It's... Okay, now let's draw an extra layer of hard light and darker. I want to like add more dark tone shading to some elements and sides, you know, so it's more red overall, and I can lower that to a certain degree. Fuck it, I'm doing quick. That's why I'm doing like just some easy ass. Fuck it. Hard shading like that. Let's just get a little one. Doing simple with this. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, baby. There we go. Look at that. Look at this slaanesh. Look how educational. This is only educational purposes. Nothing else. No other reasons. No deeper meanings. It's only big brained, biggest of brains. It's only the big shit. Biggest of brains. Only big brains allowed here. No horny. There is no horny. There is only education. You've been educated. What the fuck? Why is that? Why did my why did my gold disappear? Why is my gold gone? Okay, my gold should be. Oh, there it is. There. Shit. And we add a tiny bit of that, and then tiny bit of that on top, and then boom, and then look, and then, oh, there we go. Whatever. Look at all that educational content. Oh wait, I know what I can do. One more thing on top that I think might be looking cool. I like hard light. Hard light's so much fun. Hard lights are so much fun if you can like do them correctly, right? Like, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Look. Always home. Always horn. No, Ophi. Educational. Not horny. Educational. There's a difference. All of you understand that this is purely. This is about power. It's not about sex. Oh no, stop it, you people. No, it's about power. Power. The Markiplier thing is about power. Oh my god. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, these all haven't been... I thought these folders were all part of something. Shit. Whoop. Wait, put them all in this folder. There we go. I can do stuff like this. Just give it like a big overall shader. Give it a soft light. Like, give all one side a little bit of a light touch. Add another one. Clip it. Multiply. Dark blue. This hard light, it would be like that. Oh, actually that kind of works as well. It's like a disco, sort of like a disco kind of thing going on. There we go. Educational. The fuck? You have knowledge. Don't do debunking too much work. Oh my god. All of you will now be proverbially bonked by me. Oh, that's more of a clap. It's less of a bonk. How do I make a bonk sound, actually? Huh. Shit. Oh well. Close your eyes. Imagine me bonking you. There you go. You've been bonked. You've all been bonked. All to horny jail. Horny jail's reinstated. Horn jail reinstated. You're all going to horny jail. We got the hell taker. We do. We got the hell taker. Oh damn. We're really gonna bring it to the club with this one. Oh my god. You know what? Actually, once I give it some colors, I actually kind of like it. I was kind of being like, I don't know. But now I live with some colors. Like, I actually, you know what? I kind of dig it. Yeah. Yeah, this is cute. This is cute. Kind of help with bonk sounds later. Maybe, yeah. Maybe I should just get a... Actually, with voice mod, I can get a soundboard. Ha. Oh well. That's my bad. Anyway, so let's double check on all the things we have drawn today for educational purposes of education. That only happened because education is important. You guys need to know more shit, because otherwise, imagine you guys didn't know. Right. Go away. So wait, what the fuck is this? Oh my god. What the fuck? What even? So we had, SM7B. We have SM7B. We have look back at the stream to understand what the fuck I meant with these things. That's the cataroid pickup patterns. The cardioid. This is mummy zombie. This is edumacation. This is... I don't even know what the fuck this part was. Oh, I think that goes together with this. Yeah, with the Twitch versus YouTube thing, what comes in about the encoding. Yeah. Then this thing has nothing in it. Oh no, it does have things in it. Oh yeah, different ideas. Then we have little slaanesh here, which is just little slaanesh from last time. And then we have the big badass sort of slaanesh from today. Wait a minute. Add a little bit of background just to give it a little bit of this. Just to make it pop a bit more off of the background, right? Like just to give it a little bit more. So I should have started with a little bit of backdrop, and then that would have given her like extra room to pop off. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Kind of adding different colors on top of each other until I find something that I like. This is just too much purple. We should go look a bit greenish. No, that's gnarly. Reddish. Just maybe bluish. Maybe that's the final bonk. The final bonk. There we go. Whatever. Boom. There we go. Education. Educational slaanesh. There we go. Look magic, so magical of colors. I do like it. Yeah, it's cute. It's tasteful. It's tasteful yet spicy. You know, you have to strike a balance. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I didn't know where this was going. I just. This is what happens when I don't look up reference and I just start kind of drawing and I have a stupid idea in my head. This is what we get. We get this. So, you know, if you want more of that kind of content, perhaps. Wait, you have to stick around. Wait, I know which song I want. Where's Optimize? This one's pretty good. It's the horny jail bonk song, essentially. Okay, with that said, I want to thank you all for checking out the stream, for dropping by, and for looking at whatever this is, you know, whatever I made here, whatever that. Actually, no, I like it. Actually, it turned out better than I did. And the eyes also are very nice. You know, I still have like kind of the hentai eyes going on, but she's like laughs, so she's like happy. So that's good. There you go. Look at that. She's happy. She's reaching out and she's holding a staff that I haven't colored in. Maybe some other time we'll do that. Who the fuck knows, right? Anyway, with that said, I want to thank you all for dropping by. I think this was a fun stream. We'll do more of these from time to time because, honest to God, I didn't have the energy in me today to do a game, but this was kind of fun. I just kind of rambled a bit, drew some shit, and then moved on to kind of work on one sort of shitpost meme, which, that's good, right? And in like how much time in total have we now spent? 3 hours and a half. I wonder how long I spent on this thing, actually, not gonna lie. Anyway, so yeah, thank you so very much for watching. If you're watching on the Twitch stream, well, thank you for dropping by. Don't forget to like and follow. If you're watching on TikTok live, I don't think that one did that well today. Oh well. I hope you check out more of the videos on the main channel. We will be back in 2 days? 2 days? Maybe tomorrow an impromptu stream, but like in 2 days definitely for the Resident Evil 4 the fuck's it called? Separate Ways DLC, where we will be playing as Ada Wong. So yeah, that's gonna be its own kind of fun, right? I'm gonna be sharing this on Twitter and within the Discord, and hopefully I see you all there. I want to thank you all so much for taking care, for dropping by, for giving your lovely comments, for hanging out, having fun, and yeah. No, thanks very much. I appreciate it very much. Also, once again, my apologies. I was an hour late, but maybe this titty made up for it. You know, if you think about it that way, you know. Okay, you had to maybe wait an hour for me, because I was eating. But you got back in return nice quality voice audio and titties. So therefore, educational titties above all. And therefore, I think that's a fair exchange. Thanks everybody. See you in the next one. Goodbye.